Hello.
Hello, welcome. Why, Alex? Why like that, huh?
Look,
explain yourself.
I'm trying to teach you to edit more precisely.
Hello?
If you never challenge yourself, you'll never grow.
He's got a point.
I need to keep just like tennis balls here to throw at you, like when I need. Oh, these 4 beautiful people. I usually just identify as one person, but thank you.
Do you see the way he does this? Where you're like...
He's very cute.
It's starting to feel intentional.
He's very cute.
Yeah, but he's like... He just like sucked up all of the like
the
compliment.
attention. Yeah.
He's like...
Yeah, you get used to it. I know it's about me, so I just ignore him.
Men, am I right?
Men.
Dyron has great news for us.
On an update of my life living in a room with soul-sucking vampires.
Did he make another anime thing? I'm like...
Oh, you made an emote?
I don't know.
No. So Hive Tyrant says he has great news he wants to share.
Oh, sorry, Hive Tyrant.
Beast says the 4 ghosts behind me. You might want to talk to a Shinto priest. All right, Hive Tyrant, we're waiting on your news.
We're not ignoring you. Isaac is just finishing his self-pump.
Oh, I did that before we started.
Yeah, you can't do that on stream.
Okay, Hive Tyrant got their interim grade for their HR course. Pending the outcome of my final exam tomorrow night, I'm sitting at 97%.
Dang.
Right on.
Woo!
That a guy.
That is a high number. That is much better than I'm doing in a few of my classes. Okay, let's jump into the recap here, folks. So...
Yeah.
Last time we played, the party went to visit the king and helped the palace choose the spoil of victory for the city from the game of cities they played against the outsider god, Arbitrary. They also received titles, becoming Marquis and Marquesses in Daltir, with Lorelei refusing her title and instead asking for the queen's assistance in establishing a school in the Warren, which of course is the slums. With the rest of the party gone, the king offered Berrian the chance to court his oldest daughter, with whom a date was arranged for when Berrian was able to recover from his recent death, which has been on bed rest. Lorelei and Kana went and visited Eyrie, who we had not seen for a while after she ran off when their relationship did not work out between her and Lorelei. There was a tense conversation. And Ari agreed to... Yeah, quite a bit of awkward silence. Ari agreed to re-enter Lorelei's life. Seeming as running away had failed to help any of the emotions that came with their relationship. And then Berrian began construction underneath his tower to build some rooms under there. And to build out a sitting area. And then the party returned for a party at Yaikzal's bar.
Very cute.
She prepared many goodies and drinks, along with flowers all over the place, having bought out a stand when she got suckered by a little kid. And then, as things were falling apart, Timothy having quit after being charmed by Drae.
On his own. Timothy quit on his own.
Oak the Grappler, hero of the goddess of war, came to spar with Yaikzal. Against insurmountable odds, Yaikzal brought him nearly to his knees before he ended the fight.
We found out that if I had blood maledicted my sword, I would have won.
Yes,
because I missed 13 points, and he only needed 13 points.
He was going to withdraw after 13 more damage. Okay, he promised to visit her the following day when things were less busy. So that ends that night, and we can come back to the next morning, where we have a few things to deal with. The visit from Oak being one of them. And also, I think you're done your bed rest now, Danny?
Yes.
So
no, you aren't.
The date with the queen.
Back to sleep.
Also, thanks, Beast.
You're done when I say you're done.
My hair is pretty nice. It's got little butterfly clips in it, but you can't see them.
I pull out a doctor's note. 7 days.
I'm your doctor.
Do you see the signature there? Does that say Lorelei?
It's a Yaikzal's signature.
I don't know how you got that, so I never wrote it.
From an accredited doctor. Remember the person that you chased out of the hall? Before asking them, like, what do you do? Why are you here? What's that bag around your shoulder? What's that red cross on the bag?
That does not narrow it down.
You actually nailed it.
I ask a lot of people a lot of questions about why they're here.
Thanks, Beast.
Wednesday? What? I look behind Lorelei at Wednesday. Does Lorelei turn around?
Hive Tyrant's gonna stick around and see.
I did because I'm an idiot, but Lorelei is not.
Okay.
Let me insight.
Fairy runs away.
As she's insight checking.
You get
It's high.
fuck and run away.
Okay.
Oh no, I did have a conversation with Lorelei. Lorelei, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I was talking to you about that spell
No.
that turned... Okay.
What spell?
The one that turns rock into mud, or vice versa.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do it?
Maybe.
Okay, come with me. And I'm going to take her downstairs into like the construction area.
Okay.
Into like one of the, like a specific area that I picked.
Sure.
I'm like,
you take her down where they're excavating.
yeah. I'm like, would you be able to just use it and make a tunnel straight down? And then hypothetically, fill it back up with mud, turn it to rock.
Why?
I will explain it to you when we're not around everybody and once we're down there.
Secrets.
Yeah, secrets. You'll love it.
I don't like secrets.
It's not a secret if you know it.
Alright.
Can you do it?
Probably. I can try.
Okay, let's try.
Tomorrow?
Well, out of care, what do you need? And what is the spell?
I don't know. I think it's like shape stone.
This is something that I
It's,
want to figure
the
out.
spell is called Transmute Rock,
Transmute rock.
And what is
and
it?
it is a 5th level spell.
Does it
what does it
require
do?
anything?
No cost components. It takes an action. Non-magical mud or quicksand in the area of no more than 10 feet deep transforms into soft stone. It's a 40-foot cube is the area of it. No more than 10 feet deep, of course.
40-foot cube, no more than 10 feet deep. So if you take the volume and...
Would we would we be able to alter it? So I'm trying to go down.
Right, so you can do it in 10-foot increments. You could do it in less than the 40-foot wide by 40-foot wide, but 10 feet deep is as deep as you can go in a thing.
Okay.
And the material of the floor here counts as transmutable?
Hold up. I might be wrong about the 10-foot deep. Choose an area of stone or mud that you can see that fits in a 40-foot cube and is within range.
40-foot cube, so I can go 40 foot deep.
Rock of any sort in the area.
No, 10 feet deep.
It just said 40 foot.
Intruder!
Screen locked. 6:08 p.m. 2 notifications.
No, I don't know where I got the 10-foot. Oh no, it's transmute mud to rock. Non-magical mud or quicksand in the area no more than 10 feet deep transforms into soft stone for the spell's duration.
I was not paying attention at all.
Swipe up to unlock Twitch. 16 minutes.
A lot just happened to my ADHD brain.
Okay. Just trying to figure this out. I want to make I'm going to stop trying to be secretive with it. I want to make a tunnel about 40 or 50 feet down. I want to make a room. I want to pull the mud out of the room. And then I want to turn the mud that's in the tunnel back to rock, leaving a space of worked stone that is just there with no entrance.
That's doable.
That's what I want to do.
So you're gonna have to excavate all the mud. So that's gonna expedite digging the tunnel because you don't have to
I
cut
can't
through any
move
stone.
it though.
But it doesn't help you move it. Also, the room will be devoid of any air. Like it'll have air.
That's
but if somebody
fine.
goes in it, it will run out of air.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it'll have air to start, but that's a temporary thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I can maybe make the stone softer, but I can't move it.
That's fine. And then if we put mud back, she can turn that back to rock, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. Absolutely. I know everything.
Okay. So so how many fifth level? How many fifth levels do you have?
If I had to judge how much magical potential I have of that scale in a daily period of time, I'd say about 2.
I'm in respect to the time to just make this happen instead of I'm just having a player conversation instead of just trying to work it out.
Also, the wizards and clerics work off spell slots. That's the thing in the world that they understand and use.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure you have at least 5.
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, spell slots of that power or magnitude.
So we could go down 40 feet, and you could make my 10 by 10.
Yeah.
Actually, you could make a 40 by... You can make a 30 by 10. A 30 by... Or sorry, is it 40-foot block?
Yeah.
You can make a 40 by 40 by 10 room for me.
I just have to be in the room
And I was wrong about the 10. It
to
can be 40 by
solidify
40
the
by
stone
40.
above it.
40 by 40 by 40?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would have to be inside the room to solidify the stone at the top of it.
Okay, and she just turns it into soft stone.
No, it turns into mud. You don't have to be in the room. If you go and build the room with a ceiling and put mud over it and you're above, you can... You have to do it in 10-foot increments to turn it back into stone. But for turning it to mud, there's no 10-foot requirement.
So it would take 1 day to get down, and then I would have to sleep to solidify anything.
Okay.
How deep in the earth do you want this?
Like, I'd like it like 50 feet below.
Well, 50 feet down and then 40 feet of room?
Yeah.
Okay, that would take... Like,
You know what? For now, I need
three-
to think this, because I'll have to think it out some more because it's not going to work the way that I was thinking. So I'll just have to wait.
Okay.
You're just gonna... Why do you want a secret room?
Wouldn't it be really? He pulls you off to the side where no one's working. Wouldn't it be really cool if you had, like, I don't know, a 10 by 10 foot room with no entrances, that only you or someone that you knew would be able to teleport right into it and grab things or hide things that they didn't want into it? You could line it with lead and make it magically so that nothing came out. Be a great place to hide things.
Or to put an enemy?
Or to put in it, well, not great because they die.
Yeah.
The air.
I thought...
That's awful. The suffocation. That wasn't my intent.
I'm just saying it's an option.
Now that you bring it up, sure. Yeah. You know what? I could grind someone into pieces and put them in a paint can. That's an option.
You have a spell for that?
No, I don't.
Alright, because I've seen you do some crazy things with metal.
Yeah, but okay. Let me think about it. I have another idea. We might have to go on a small vacation.
Another one?
Yeah.
And, I'm just gonna punch you in your shoulder. Drae told me about your little field trip.
Which one?
Well, I was with Kana.
Which one?
You teleported out into a field?
Which field? There was a few.
Berrian.
There was a forest as well.
It's not the point.
Was
I'm
it the
trying to make.
timber hold or
Timberlands.
Timberlands? I was there. I liked your little tower you got going on there with Ari.
They never saw the tower.
No, but she don't know that. I like the little tower you guys got going on there.
Mm-hmm. Makes me nervous.
Oh, the me going out?
Yeah, I don't like being spied on.
Says the head spy. Do you understand I built my tower because of what you do to people's minds and how much it terrified me?
I don't mean any harm by it.
Neither do I. You think I just... You realize when I followed you with my seeming, I just wanted to be able to help you.
I know, but you weren't well.
Well enough to help, or to get people there that could help.
What happened if something found you?
Then I'd probably die for a third time. And by this time, I've superseded the other animals. I at least have 9. I'm at least a cat.
It's not how it works. It's very draining on my part.
True. But I can't help anyone if I don't know where they are. Right?
I told you where I was going.
But you understand...
You know I can reach out if I need something.
Yeah, but that doesn't change anything. You don't... do you know how magic and teleportation work?
No?
I can't come to you if I don't know where you are. It doesn't matter if you sent me 1,000 sendings. I can't help you. And you're a 3-day ride away minimum.
Well, you don't have to trick me. You can tell me you want to know where I'm going.
Okay, I will be more blatant next time. I believe when I walked out of the front to follow you guys, I was like, hey, and then... Dispel magic.
Well, you were being an ass before.
Has that ever changed?
You ever heard of the boy who cried owlbear?
No, it's not a...
Well, if you tell lies, or are an ass, people will assume that's what you're trying to do.
Okay. Is that kind of similar to, like, the girl who played Hag?
Yeah.
Another story.
That's a cute lamp.
Sort of. Except she killed her parents.
Yeah. I just took too much wisdom.
Yeah, that's more of like a German fairy tale. Of like, don't stay up too late or you'll get possessed and kill your parents.
It happens.
Yeah. I grew up with a girl who said that she killed her parents.
Okay. Berrian's gonna like grab one of his finer coats and
Where are you going?
I have a meeting.
With?
A woman named Sharise.
The princess?
That is a title that she has.
Why is that? Your things with Sasha dry up? You're
Laura,
playing the field again?
Lorelei, do you know one of my favorite things about you? Is the redundant, rhetorical questions you ask that you already know all the answers to.
I'm not reading your mind. You know I
No,
can't.
but that's fine. You don't need to read people's mind to know the answers to things.
I like confirmation.
You mean confrontation?
No, I like confirmation. Sorry about Sasha.
It is what it is. She wants a house husband, and I have things I need to do, and I'm not ready to give up that life yet.
Fair enough.
And like, Lorelei, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm 23 now? 125 maybe?
105? I thought you were 100 at the start of the campaign.
No, we were 120.
We were 120.
Yeah, no, this is...
You guys were born in the year 205.
Mm-hmm.
It's year 307.
We're 102.
Okay.
I'm like 19.
Okay, well, let me explain. There's a good possibility that I live to be 1500.
Jesus.
I've had one girlfriend. And a great woman, and I appreciate her and I like her. But I think for 102 years of my possible 1500 plus, I feel like I can maybe...
I sent you the dice.
Spend a little more time on my ambitions before I give them up for something else. You know what I mean?
Not really. That's more time that I can comprehend. But if you're happy, I mean, you did a lot better at breaking up than I did.
And he's going to like kind of just...
Unless she's gonna try and kill you.
Well, that's nice to hear. You don't even... roll me an insight.
We have a lot of chat going on about his hair. He's loving it.
They love me.
It's slowly getting dark enough that we'll be able to see the clip. Also,
32.
we have bro. What the fuck? Can I make my Usi?
You're gonna get. You see him like. Oh, thanks.
Hi, nice
kind
to
of
meet
like
you,
sarcastic,
welcome.
but below that he's hurting still.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we need to wait?
No, you're good.
Okay. Well, I'll promise you this much, Lorelei.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make sure I say something nice at your funeral. But don't worry.
That's not a threat, right?
I think I have at least 4 or 5 deaths before you die.
Alright. Maybe I'll be alive for one of them. Or I guess...
I said I have 4 or 5 before you die, so you'd be alive for at least 4 or 5 of them.
Alright. Well, hopefully I'll have magic.
That'll take me up to 6 or 7. That gives me at least 2. Yeah, it should be alright.
Don't know if you should count your deaths before they hatch.
I'm being pessimistic.
Yeah. I had a request for you.
Sure.
Since...
Wait! Did you pre-fill the proper paperwork?
Of course not.
Oh, damn it, Lorelei. What is it?
You made me an offer a while ago.
You see, he's like thinking, he's like, fuck. Well, what was it?
To teach me about the gods.
Oh? From a heathen perspective.
Sure, there's a lot I don't know, and like I said, I want to build a school, and I feel like I should know something
Okay.
worth teaching. I don't think
Well,
I'll ever be a teacher, but
I think I have some things that are teachable. I don't know if they're worth teaching, but I'll tell you. You know the best part about being smart, Lorelei? And it's also the most terrifying.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, you're smart. But I'll tell you. You know what the best part is? Is finally learning enough to know that you actually know fuck all.
Well, I already know I know to fuck all.
No, but it's terrifying when the door opens up even more. And you think you know a lot, and then till you know just enough to know that you know nothing.
You lost me.
And you know the most scary part about it? You don't know what you don't know.
I'd say that's kind of freeing.
Sure. Yeah, freeing. And terrifying.
I don't know, Can I get your opinion on something?
Sure.
So I tried, giving out money. I still am. To try and, improve people's lives.
Okay.
Where I come from. Because growing up, no one had money and everyone wanted it.
Okay, so the Warrens.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it's going alright. But I haven't really seen improvement.
Okay.
And, the other day, remember when Gail and her, daughter came through looking for education?
Yes.
That, made me think that maybe there's more than just money separating, those who have from those who have not. Is that something that could work?
Let me run a parallel to you and see if it comes up for you. So when I came into the city, one of the things that I saw was a big problem was magical disparity.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The wealthy had it, the rich had it, the people that could do it had it, and no one else had it.
Yeah.
Do you think that causes a problem or an inequality in power and ability for people?
Yeah, of course.
Okay? Get rid of magic, insert education.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that that's a problem?
I don't really know, but...
Do you think that if we could go from roughly 25% of the population being able to read to maybe 70 or 80%, do you think that the city would be a better place?
I think so.
Yeah, great. I agree. I think something simple like that, just basic literacy and simple mathematics would drastically change someone's ability to manage their own state of affairs or run a business.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of them will do nothing with it. But
Sure.
I think there are people I know who, given the chance, could do great things.
Here, look at it like this. You know Kana's friend? The homeless guy?
Which one?
The one that she gives all the money to.
I think there's a couple.
Okay. Which is the one that Berrian knows of?
He
knows of just the one.
Look.
He knows of the guy that she's given like 2,500 gold to.
John is the old homeless guy that she
I think it's
brought
John.
along.
I think last time we checked, Kana said she's given about 2,500 gold to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still a drunk. Still homeless. I think instead of giving money out, I think sometime, like, I don't know, if you're planning on doing something, what I'd say is that if you build it, they will come.
Okay.
Right? If you build something or you put something in place that pulls people or gives somebody an option to be something better than themselves, I think you're going to help more people than by just giving someone money and hoping that they do good with it. Not saying that some people wouldn't, but I just think if you put something in place, I think the right people will come to it. Right? And I don't think you're going to find all of the right people who need help by just spraying and giving gold to everybody.
Maybe.
Well, whatever you got planned,
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like it's in the right direction.
Thank you. That makes me feel better.
Well, let me know if you need any help.
I might.
Well, one of the things... so in Isaac, I would have had quite a few people come through the tower now who didn't have magical ability.
Mm-hmm.
Who are, like, capable at basic, like, bookkeeping, reading, writing, like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That just weren't magically inclined. I have some people that might be interested in, like, tutoring or teaching jobs that weren't magically capable.
I was talking to Kana about Beryl, but it sounds like she might leave.
Not for a few more years, she said.
I haven't spoke to Beryl in a while, but...
I was gonna talk to her, but I don't know anybody. Definitely not anyone willing to help.
I would go to Wednesday, Isaac, and be like, how many recent, I don't know what you call them, the non,
The novices?
apprentices. How many novices do we have right now that have recently left or weren't able to get magical talent?
Well, as I recall, there was 2 of them that did have some talent. One of them stuck around and one of them left. And then I think there was 3 who made their way off.
Okay. Alright, well, Lorelei needs some teachers. So maybe you can help her reach out to the ones that left or didn't have talent, or any of the ones we have that maybe are looking for jobs or something.
It's still a ways off, but...
I mean, I didn't keep track of any of the ones that left, and I think most of them were leaving the city. But I can keep track of the novices from now on.
But for the future.
Sure, aye.
Alright. And it'd be paid?
Yeah.
It'd be paid gig, you can let them know.
Right, sure, aye.
Alright, thanks Wednesday.
Welcome.
Okay.
He's not bothering you, is he, Lorelei?
No, this is
Alright, good.
something I'm trying to do. But yeah, we should talk when we have more time about the gods and things.
Sure. Alright.
Maybe other stuff, I don't know. I just want to know more.
As long as you promise that it's my opinion and you're not going to get upset.
I don't have anything else, so...
Okay. Alright.
I only know what I feel.
Bring a notebook. And I'm going to head out.
It's not going to be like a test, sir.
No, not... Well, do you want a test? I could build
No.
a curriculum. Okay, just bring a notebook.
Alright.
Okay.
As you head out, there's way too much in chat for me to catch up on.
What happened?
Saw something about a porno name.
Yeah, we're guessing German now. People are maidenless and stealing squishes and sextupling. Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
And none of it's D&D related?
Not so far. Runa related, some of it, or Runa squish related.
The Biston?
So, you guys have that conversation. You split up there. Runa.
Huh?
You start, Yaikzal starts putting out word that she's hiring to her bar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a couple people respond to it. The most promising one would be a dwarven lady who says she has experience working at taverns as both a server and a cook, and that's too cute. Beast said something in German that says, "You are the best," and he was talking about all of us. You're a sweetie, Beast.
Ich liebe dich.
I'm scared.
Ich lebe euch.
Ich liebe dich auch.
Okay, so you arranged to have an interview with them.
Yeah.
As you're waiting at your bar, you see an older-looking dwarven lady come in, like human years, like 70s, maybe even a little bit later. Come and sit down across from you and make herself comfortable. She's looks like she's had a pretty hard life. Like she's got wrinkles, and you can see the crow's feet. Hands have the blisters on them, but she's just got this sort of like smile underneath that makes you comfortable with her. And she sits across from you. Well,
You came for the job?
I came for the job.
We're getting some rooms, so if you do get the job, we have a room here for you.
Oh, that'd be helpful. I was going to need to look for a room.
We have one in like a week, so I've never done a job interview.
Right.
What's your experience with bartending?
Well, I mean, I've done it all at this point. I've helped at quite a few taverns. I've been behind the bar, in front of the bar, picking up drinks. I cannot say there's much I haven't done in a tavern.
How are you with dealing with childish men?
Childish men? I've got lots of practice.
Okay.
More practice than probably anyone you've ever met.
That's good. That's what I'm looking for. How do you respond if some of them decide that they want to do fun magic? As much as I tell them not to.
I've had to deal with silliness with magic once or twice before. Once or twice per day is closer to it. I'm a dwarf. We're stout, so I can handle myself.
Because I don't think it'll happen a lot, but it might. There's nothing serious.
As long as you don't mind me giving them a good smack if they deserve it.
Go at her. You get to whatever people do.
Well,
to you.
that's an important thing. I mean, I'm taking a look around, and I'm seeing a lot of rough folk. As she's looking over at the mercenaries that frequent your bar.
Yeah.
I've been at a couple bars where you're meant to, let them be rough, and I don't take none of that. At my age, I've had enough. So as long as it's not that sort of place where you expect me to go quietly about it, I think I can handle me on.
I would love it if you put any work into. I didn't choose for it to be rough. I just have no control over it.
My other question: the wilted and rotten flower petals, are they to stay, or can I clean that up?
I've been meaning to clean. I've just been real lazy recently.
Really?
The bar does. When I celebrate, there's a lot of flowers because little flower stalls. Their kids are so cute, and I just have to buy all of them.
Alright, that's fine. I can handle that. I can clean in the evenings. I mean, if room and board, it's not like I have to walk somewhere to go to bed.
Okay. Do you want servers to bring out drinks if you want to stay behind the bar? Or do you
got a chef?
I could hire one.
I'll be needing the chef.
Okay.
Right? I can do the chef, but if you want me front of house, I'll be needing the chef.
I'll get a chef. Do you all...
What's your usual crowd look like?
A lot of adventurers.
All
a lot
right.
of people that think they're tougher than me. They're not.
Looks at you weird and then looks over and sees the fighting. Aye, alright.
A lot of mercenaries. This is like their homestead at this point.
Alright.
We have 2 dragonborns that live upstairs that are both monks. It's a very odd crew. Sometimes we get some delicate women
My
in.
question is, how full are we usually?
Recently? How full am I?
It's mostly just been your mercenaries, and then with you guys, like with you spreading your name and having people come to fight you, you've been at capacity.
We've been at capacity because people want to come fight me.
Right. If that's going to go on, I'm going to need 2 servers. If it's going to be about half capacity, I could make do with 1.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just a quiet little thing, I could do by myself. But just judging by the amount of rough folk you got around here, I'm going to need at least 1 server.
Okay. What do you want your pay to be? What are you expecting?
Well, honestly, it's just me making the coin, so I need enough to get by. If it's coming with room and board, though, I mean, I shouldn't need too much.
2 gold?
I was thinking more like 5.
Yeah.
Sure,
Like,
5 gold a month sounds
I was
good to
thinking
me.
2 gold a week. So like,
Oh!
yeah. So like 8 gold a month.
Well, I won't say no to it.
Okay.
Alright. I like to be appreciated.
And you get to keep all the tips. If we get any.
Well, splitting them between the server and the kitchen, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, good. Had a couple people a little weird about that.
I'm not used to it.
Alright.
We do have some free liquor for if people come in without the coin and they still want a drink or so, because I get free liquor from somewhere, and she'll like go behind and pull out the grog water, spiced grog water. It's like,
Not seen this one before.
my friend made it, and I want his stuff to get spread around, but I
She
don't.
puts her
want
finger
people-
in the tap and like pulls out. Alright.
Yeah, it's just the free stuff. Like
Alright,
if someone's like,
fine.
if one of my friends, if you hear Drae, Berrian, Lorelei, or Kana say that there's free drinks, and I don't get to say anything before, you give them this.
Alright, sure.
You know.
Free liquor in, free liquor out.
It's like a spiced cider. It's good.
They very often just say free drinks to people without consulting me. So
I can go straight if you'd like.
Dunk.
Huh?
I can set them straight if you'd like.
No, I wouldn't change them, but this is why it's there.
Alright.
You can mess around people that come in for free drinks and
I'm getting the sense that this is a sort of adventure bar. You're retiring.
I'm not retiring yet, but...
Alright, because I've seen your folk, seen your sort, and they open a little bar, and the money's good, they're adventuring, then they decide they don't want to risk their life anymore, and it dries up, but they're still running it like they're pulling in a dragon's horde every month.
No, this is where I'll be retiring. I also have a gladiator school, but...
Well, that's a new one for me, I'm going to be honest. But, some friendly advice from a grandmother. You're going to want to learn to run a tighter ship. If you stop adventuring, the coin's not flowing in from elsewhere, it'll be flowing out from here before you know it.
Okay. Maybe you could teach me things.
Sure, I can give you a pointer or two.
I know nothing.
Well, it's good you're honest. I've met a few folk who figured they knew the world. Then they were out on the corner, weren't they?
The only thing I know is how those alcohols feel. That's it.
Well, that's another matter entirely. Nothing to do with running a business.
I haven't drank in a while. It's fine.
Alright, good.
Okay. There's many times I'll just be gone because I'm adventuring.
I figured as much.
So if you could keep things going, that'd be very nice.
I can do. If you give me a key, so I can walk up.
Yeah, I was planning on giving
Perfect.
every staff gets a key.
I don't know if I like that. I mean,
really?
We're going to be hiring 2 new servers, eh?
That's true.
Well, we don't know if any of them are the Robin sort or what. So,
maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't even trust me just one day in.
Oh, I shouldn't trust people.
You can't go handing out keys to every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
I need to get a key back from the guy that walked out.
Aye.
Yeah, that's.
Did he walk out on good terms?
He walked out on my friend casting magic on him.
Right, you probably want to go get that key today.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't take that long to plan a heist if you've got a key.
I think I'm gonna send Big Red.
Sure.
He's a big scary lava ogre. So.
Sounds reliable.
Mm-hmm. You'll meet him. He's a grouch. Very dumb. But he's sweet sometimes, so just be a little nicer to him. I'm trying to get this nice side a little bit more out, so if we're just "Grrr" all the time, it won't work.
Well, I'm not one to girl.
That's good.
Bite occasionally, but I'm very clear about it.
I like you a lot. You're hired.
Thank you. Alright. Well, I can get started today if you want. I mean, I really got nowhere to be. Just got in the city.
Okay, the bar is free to your organization. I leave it to the bartenders.
Looks over. That's good.
Yeah, no, I'm not here enough to make sure things are fine, so I'd rather the people that actually run it know what they're looking for.
I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 empty bottles up there.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot of empty bottles.
Well, if you don't mind me getting to work.
Yeah, if you want, when I hire the chef, you can help
sure.
Figure out what you want from them.
Well, bring him in. If we can't get on, I'll have to toss him.
Yeah, it's solid.
I'm just making sure you're alright hiring me in a bit of a managerial sort of position.
That's actually perfect.
Alright, because it sounds like what the place needs, looking at the flowers littering the floor.
My last bartender, love him to bits, but he was lazy, so I had to manage things, but I wasn't here all the time, so it was very hard to manage things. Big Red doesn't know how to manage things because he manages things with his fists. And then my 2 guards, dead silent. And then my card and Gila, they did an okay job because they're mercenaries down here.
Right.
But they're definitely a little more lenient on them. It doesn't get anywhere.
Well, I've got an idea for a route. And honestly, it sounds like you got the lucky end of the stick turfing the guy when you did, whether you left on good terms or not. Lazy just won't do if he's supposed to be running the place. Fair to say, no fighting unless you're in the ring?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
And
I hate the madhouse, but if they got a spot for it, then they might as well use it, eh?
And Big Red's usually the referee, so you don't have to worry about it if they get too out of hand.
Hey, at this height, I'm not refereeing anybody.
I think you could deal with it, but Big Red deals with it because he's large. So it works, and they're all scared of him. They all kind of look up to him. He hates it. He hates every bit of it.
I'm excited to meet the fellow.
I think he's upstairs snoozing? No clue.
Shouldn't he be working?
It's
Awfully
really
lax
early.
with your staff.
Kinda my boyfriend. Like,
Hey.
he's also the other owner. So,
Well, that makes it better then.
yeah,
All
it's
right.
not like I hate him.
Alright. Got a broom?
Yeah, she'll take it back to the closet where it has so many clean things. Never been opened. They're just like, there's a lot there.
Well, this looks fresh. She takes the broom out and will start sweeping up flower petals and get right to cleaning the bar.
I'll go look for a chef. She'll go.
Okay. As you go out chef hunting, yeah, you can definitely hire somebody as a chef if you want. 0th level character. So I think we'll just handle it as part of your investment because that's how we're handling the bar. So it would be reasonable for it to have a chef.
We
and some
hire a
servers.
chef that she really likes.
Okay.
Wow. Hi, chef. Yaikzal really fun.
You bring a chef in, and he's a human fellow looking for work at the moment. He's no professional, but he's cooked plenty and is confident he can handle a bar if it doesn't have a huge menu. And comes in, and she looks him over like, all right, well, you'll do. Head on back. I think you can stew up something. Nods and heads into the kitchen and.
Strong and silent.
I would say try to keep the food very simple because they're all drinking and we want the food to be appetizing so that they eat while they drink. Like if it's like too.
Well, if we got the daily stew and some bread, we can break around it. We're looking pretty good.
Okay, I just don't want it to be like too complicated because I know when it's complicated I'm like, I give up.
Man walked in here without his own apron. I think I'll keep it simple.
Thank you. Servers, I'll figure it out. I want to find 2 people because I need them to also be able to deal with the rough crowd because this isn't a very like.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye, if you've got a band of mercenaries in here, you're gonna want one of their sort.
Yeah. So I need to.
By
go
the
look
way,
for them.
hand comes out. My name's Maglynn.
Hello, I'm Yaikzal.
Shakes hands with you.
Work as a chef or a server.
How do you spell that?
It is Maglynn.
M-A-G.
After Yaikzal's own heart.
NN.
After Yaikzal's own heart. That's a cool name. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I don't know.
What are you trying to do?
I want to find the 2 people I want to hire, but I don't know how to start it. So.
It would be pretty easy to just go around and start putting flyers up and stuff like that and start looking for it. You could also.
On the flyer, it'll specifically say, need to be able to deal with mercenaries, magic, and people that don't respect you all the time. You're free to slap them.
Okay. It doesn't happen right away, but I will deal with the interaction first. So the first one you have comes in is a gentleman. He is a fairly willowy elven folk, and comes over. I know I don't look like much, but I can handle magic, and I can handle myself around mercenaries. I'm actually a student at the Arcanum. I mean, if you're fine with me coming in the evenings.
She'll look back at Maglynn. Yes, it works. She'll be your boss. I'm the boss, but listen to her.
I'm the manager. She's the owner. Is how it'll be. You served before, as Maglynn takes him over and starts interviewing him, like just whisks him away from you and starts going through things with him. And then she comes over. I think we'll hire him.
Okay.
Right? Have somebody for the evenings. We can get somebody for the day. At least for once it gets busy, that'd be good. The next one that comes in is a woman. Tall, wide shoulders, orcish lady, big tusks coming out, muscly, like looks like she could take somebody in a fight for sure. Bigger than most of the mercenaries here.
Hello.
Hello.
You here for the job?
Yes.
Perfect. Can you?
Don't laugh at them.
Can you?
Keep it together.
What do you want to know?
What's your passive experience? What the?
Are you okay?
Aren't you saying?
She glares at you, stands up,
Yaizel's not
and
laughing.
walks out.
Yaizel's not laughing. It's me.
It's not gonna work to have the NPC if you laugh every time you talk.
I don't know what's you. I like her. Yaikzal wasn't laughing.
I'm sorry.
I quit.
Okay, maybe I'll change the voice.
No,
the voice is great.
Action.
Let's see.
What do you want?
That was great.
Hello.
I am here about position.
For waitress? For like
Yes, you have the unruly bar.
Very unruly. So.
I am good with unruly.
Are you able to work a day shift?
She smells
Sure,
like
I work
patchouli.
day shift.
You could work it. Yeah. Maglynn.
Hey,
Uh,
you want to sit in on this one? And
yeah, sure.
sure. She sits down there and starts getting through the same interview. It becomes pretty clear very quickly that she speaks very rusty common. It's like she has enough to like understand things, and Maglynn's like humming and hawing after she's like off to say like, I don't know with her common. I mean, it's enough to tell her to do stuff.
I mean, maybe we get another server and she just deals with the.
No, I think she'll work.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes the best defense is just not understanding a lick of what anyone's saying, and then it's pretty hard to harass you.
She looks very capable.
Hey, barely.
Yeah. I like it.
Alright, well, we'll try her. We'll try her on.
Okay. You got the job.
Yes.
Yes.
It'll be like 3 gold a month. Unless you need more.
More.
5 gold.
More.
5 gold.
10.
5 gold.
If they're not staying in a room here, 5 might be a little light a month.
7. Oh no, I have a plan. We have rooms that you could stay in.
No.
Okay.
Have room.
Then like 7, 8?
8.
8. Okay. Not good at this.
I just love we're prepared to pay you minimum wage, unless that's not enough. Let me think about that one. I'm gonna go with not enough, sorry.
And Maglynn was 8 gold too?
Yeah, she was 8 gold a month. Just so you know, that is below standard for a monthly wage.
I don't know what the monthly wage is!
12
This isn't my
12
world!
is pretty standard.
Okay, 10 for both of them.
No, Maglynn's fine. You're getting a room and board.
Oh, okay.
That's
10.
why she's willing to
10 for the
accept
waiters.
it. Okay.
I would know better if I knew.
Still below standard, but not that below.
Yeah.
Tips will help make up for that.
Yeah, come on, you make tips, it's fine. We take half your tips, obviously.
It's
but
like,
you know what, tips make up for it.
Look, it's base plus
Okay.
commission. Come on.
I want you motivated to sell our liquor.
All right. So that is how the hiring at your bar goes.
Yeah.
As you finish that, you have Maglynn, who very quickly whips the place into shape. And it's a learning experience not just for you, but also for your patrons. The mercenaries are used to fighting, and Maglynn takes to carrying a small stick to swat people and be like, take it to the ring.
I love her.
She is half bar manager, waitress, half drill sergeant. With the it takes a bit. People have to learn. This is the rule, and we actually keep the rule, and if she spots you fighting outside of the ring, there's hell to pay. And then once they start figuring it out, it gets better. Occasionally you have guests come in and start a fight, and all the mercenaries are like, ooh, and look over at Maglynn, as she's stomping them, and no fight!
Alright. Come on, okay, winner buys the next round. Ready? Ow! What the fuck?
Okay, so that's how hiring for your bar goes. What else? So we've got the date, with the princess
And
to deal
then-
with?
Both Lorelei and Drae have something to do.
Okay. Well, let's go to the date with Princess Sharise. As Berrian, having recovered, you make your way to the palace.
Walk up to the gate.
Yeah, you would have probably sent a letter like the day beforehand to let her
Yeah.
know today was the day. As you head up to the gate, and the guards let you in immediately, having been expected to you. And you come out, and as opposed to being directed towards the palace, they direct you over towards one of the side gardens in the front courtyard. And there is a marble, like painted marble gazebo sort of thing, like blocking the sun. And you can see sitting in it with a table set out is Princess Sharise, looking lovely as usual with her long raven black hair, wearing a nice sort of... a very fine summer gown going over her. There's a drink set out in front of her, a couple of attendants not too far away, but leaving some space as she smiles over at you as you come in.
Hello.
Welcome, Lord Berrian.
Damn it.
Still getting used to that.
I've had a lot of time to get used to mine, but I could understand it being a shock.
What do you prefer?
Well, I think Sharise is a fine start.
Just Sharise? Alright.
If we're meant to get along, things should be a little less formal.
I agree. How about just Berrian then?
Very well.
Okay.
Would you like to walk or sit and have a drink first?
Let's have a drink.
As you sit down, it's a pretty hot day
Yeah.
on the Tamaran Empire, and a servant comes up and sets down a cup and pours basically lemonade into it, and pushes it over towards you. She sits in this shade with you and starts to sip at her own.
Berrian's gonna just kind of... I don't know much about you. I don't think we've really
I've
ever...
heard quite a bit about you.
Why don't we start by getting to know each other? Why don't you tell me what you know about me or what you've heard, and then I can ask you some questions about you. How's that sound?
Well, that sounds fine to me.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard you're a wizard, a very capable one.
Okay.
You wield a blade.
Right.
I've heard about many of your exploits to save the city.
Okay.
That you and your friends saved my father.
Okay.
I'm curious about one thing. I've
Okay.
heard of your feats, and yet you're only a Magus.
I came into the Arcanum late.
Well, I should think they're slacking that they haven't moved you up quicker.
I've maybe the better thing would be I've been preoccupied and haven't put my efforts towards advancing myself. With the city and with things going on and personal stuff coming up.
Well, I thank you on behalf of the city for such preoccupations.
Well, thank you. I have to take out a rogue wizard, apparently. That's the next thing I have to do.
How dashing.
Well, hopefully. I think I'd rather be attacked by a hammer than shot with spells of flame. Or
Even you with your gifts? I should think you're more equipped to deal with them than any other.
It helps. I find the minute that I get cocky, ignorant, whatever word you want to do, is I find when I end up hurt and regretting those feelings.
You're unlike most adventurers I speak to.
What are most adventurers like you speak to?
Well, usually at this point they're regaling me with tales of their heroics. You seem to be doing the opposite.
Well, you've heard a lot of the good things. I'm a wizard, all these things. Would you like to be regaled?
I think I prefer your natural conversation. Can get a little grating
I'm sure
after
that
a while.
you've been regaled quite a bit.
More than my fair share, I would
Okay.
say. Eventually my sister will be old enough to take some of the burden of the courtly attention.
I'm glad we were able to get her back.
As am I. She speaks fondly about you and your friends.
Yeah, she was, it was interesting. Do you know much of Nem?
I believe that's the playmate that my sister sneaks off to see occasionally.
Yes. Let's just say your sister's in very capable hands. With Nem and us and everyone around.
Well, that's good. We are not exactly equipped to stop her from choosing her companions.
You said that you're not magical?
I have some education in it, but not much for talent, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah. Do you have any ability, or?
I don't find the mental side of it too difficult. As for actually summoning things, that's not where my gifts lie.
Okay. What,
Should we walk?
Sure. I get up and give her his arm.
She puts her hand out for you to pull her to her feet. And we'll just tuck her hand through the crook of your arm and start walking with you. And immediately after you guys start going, following about 20 paces behind are a couple of servants who are coming along with one of them with a bag, and then there's also a few guards who are just kind of unobtrusively
My
off
fair
to the
lady.
side, following along with you. You're pretty confident at your level you could ever dealt with before they could get to you, but they are keeping nearby.
Yeah, because that's the thing that all men have. It's you know what?
I could probably murder this
I
woman.
could murder you before they could get here. That's not a great.
I know, that's my first thought when I see another person.
But it is.
That's not a universal experience.
How quickly could I murder?
But it is something though that I would take note of to be okay, they're giving me the benefit of the doubt.
There's some trust there.
Yeah.
She will start walking you through what is a rather lovely collection of hedges. Many of the bushes have been cut into sort of statuettes and stuff like that. There are flowers growing across it, tucked in rather elegant displays. It is a very professionally maintained garden and seems to take up quite a bit of space. The just the one section of the garden you guys are going through could fit the knot quite easily.
I'm gonna ask her some question.
Okay.
All right, Sharise.
Yes.
How about we do this? And it's probably something that normally isn't done. Let's dispense with all of the formalities and the platitudes and all of that stuff that isn't fun. What... I'm going to ask you a question, and then I want you to ask me the same one back.
All right.
Okay. Let's pretend that you weren't royalty, I'm not a wizard, we're not whatever. What makes you special, and that would make someone like me want to spend time with you and value you?
Interesting. I mean, you can understand I haven't had much need to think about those sorts of things. I don't need to be much special for most people want to spend time with me, given my birth.
Makes it a better question, doesn't it?
Well, I enjoy writing.
Okay.
Poetry and fiction, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few published works.
Oh?
Not the sort of thing you'd find in the Arcanum library, but a few books, collections of poetry, and things
Fan
like
fiction.
Okay.
that. I enjoy painting, although I am certainly no master.
Me neither.
I dabbled a little in potion brewing. I didn't take it very far.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
See, if you strip away the magic and the title and all of that, what am I? I'm loyal. I'm stubborn. I'm a quick thinker. I like to read. I value my time, and if I'm going to spend it, I want to spend it with people that make me smile or make my life more than it is. I'm not interested in the flashy stuff. I understand about appearance, but I what would I be known for?
You've lived a very different life than me.
Okay, so my perspective. I have a wide perspective of life.
Wonder why I haven't heard anything about you up until this recent crisis. Should think somebody of your talent would be more well known in the kingdom.
Maybe we'll save that secret for another date. How about that?
Very well. I take it you're interested in another walk sometime?
Are you?
Of course.
Okay.
They'll have to be on the palace grounds, of course. With the recent accident at his last speech, my father is somewhat nervous about us leaving the palace.
Okay.
Not much can be done about my sister, but...
How many guards and students are behind us? Or guards and people?
There's about 3 attendants, and then there are 4 guards, kind of 2 on either side, just staying along you with the garden.
I'm gonna turn to one of the guards. Can we do something fun if I take you with us?
They look over and bow towards the princess, and she nods to them. I'm afraid it's my father you would need to convince.
Okay.
We can do something fun here.
In the garden here.
What are your thoughts?
Without leaving the garden.
Please, speak freely.
Well, you said you like to ride. If you ever fly.
I've ridden the griffin with my brother before.
Well, this will be fun. So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I can take 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I can take 5. I'll take us 2 and 3 of the guards.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a 7th level spell slot. I'm going
All
to
right.
cast Fly.
As you begin, you have to touch for fly, right?
Yeah, I'll just call over 3 of the guards.
As they look over at her and she nods at them as they come over, and you begin casting the spell. As you touch each of them, the fly spell takes hold on each of them, and you see her, unlike most of your companions who take some getting used to, just kind of lightly float up into the air, seeming quite confident in controlling her altitude and her position.
You've done this before?
I have, yes.
Oh. Okay.
Sirac, when I was young, was around occasionally, and, well, more than once. I got to experience this.
Okay. I'm like, are you guys able to follow?
As the guards, way less steady than the princess, like one of them's just slowly drifting away from you on the side. Another one's a little off kilter, and one of them is trying to keep himself on the ground. He's in a horse stance, keeping himself touching the ground as best he can.
Put them all in ice skates and watch them all try to stay in formation.
I'll grab her hand. I'll be like, they should be able to follow us, and then
as you guys fly off. And she will pull and slow you a bit. We should give them a chance.
All right. I slow down to 10 feet around, waiting for them to kind of figure it out.
As you hear a whistle from above, and a voice call out, "Head back down, I'll watch over them." As you can see, flapping above you is a majestic griffin with a knight in shining armor on its back.
Oh, that lady.
You can see Long,
Wow.
silver hair come down. As the guards carefully float back down, one of them still drifting the whole way, ends up in a bush, fucking shit.
I don't end the spell on her.
Pulling himself out of the bush and grabbing onto it as his body's trying to drift away. He's holding himself there. The other 2 guards manage to land and keep themselves pressed down. As you watch the griffin just start to sort of circle and flap lazily above you guys.
I'll just go fly with her around the palace and dip around trees and dive and.
Okay, yeah, you guys start flying around and she looks over. Do you think we could see the eyrie? I haven't been there since I was a child.
Are we allowed?
Well, if says it's all right.
Well, sure.
As you see the silver-haired figure nod to her, and fly up towards the massive, burgeoning stone structure that towers over the city and the palace itself, even, as she starts flying you up to what is essentially a massive dome building that seems to have grown naturally out of the stone.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the archways to the eyrie are a full, 60 feet across and about as high as well. Just these massive arches leading into what is essentially one large chamber on the inside. And you can see all sorts of hay and feed left around. There's some stabling they've made for the griffins. There's gear kind of in boxes and stuff around. It looks very lived in, but also very more majestic than you would expect for something that houses basically as the eyrie for the Shining Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also see area of the ground that is scorched and scarred in massive swaths by what you could take to be explosions or reactions that have happened over the years. Most of them look ancient. There are claw marks taken out of parts of the wall and stuff. It has seen its fair share of scuffles. There are cracks on the stone that looks like they were cleaved with a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
She looks about, and you can see standing beside her griffin, just kind of petting it as it is landed among the stabling that they have for them. As Sharise walks about.
I follow.
I haven't been here for a long time.
I've never been here.
Outsiders aren't normally allowed, but if says it's alright, you should be able to get away with it.
Alright, well, why don't you give me the tour from what you remember?
Well, it's mostly just this big room.
Okay.
My father thinks it was a throne room of some sort. There used to be a dais over there. She points to an area of ground, and you can see it's less aged than the rest of it, something spent a long time over top of it. It was a great metal affair. It was stolen, however.
Was it Can I go look?
You go look, yeah, if you want, and go look at the kind of square area it would have kept.
Have I heard of anything like this before?
Roll me a history check with advantage, considering you are a thief.
Natural 20.
Nat 20.
You would know this immediately. Let me just see if I can find my
I
document. on it.
first.
Yeah, but I was just like,
No, you're backup bubble.
yeah, it was the back.
That was great. Runa, can you give us a triplicate bubble?
Meow.
Okay, it'll work.
Okay.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
See if I can.
We are the band of tabby cats.
With our
I
catnip
think I put it in
amulet.
here. I just want
Yeah.
the name.
We want one scratch post.
I want a temptation, please. A little bit
No, I
of
didn't put it.
catnip or two.
You would have heard of this. This is this item is one of the sort of
Big
the-
ticket steal things, right?
Yeah, one of the legendary things to steal as a thief. It
All
is
this time.
not only because it had to originally be stolen from the storm army, because it is massive and heavy.
And what was it called?
I cannot find my document.
But I know what it's called.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would at least know what the thieves call it.
Okay. And do I know any lore on it or anything?
Nothing too specific. I can't remember if it's one of the ones that people know who has it or not.
Okay. Was it stolen?
Yes.
Okay. I've heard of this.
Now's your chance.
Make your pet proud. Steal us a big rock.
That's interesting. I wonder who stole it. How would they have got it off of here?
As I understand, it was rather well planned out and executed.
It'd have to be quite the heist.
Mm-hmm.
You think this was some throne room before?
That's my father's assumption.
Would I know anything about the history of the stone army or anything like that?
No. It is far older than the city.
Okay.
The city formed up around it, but it is well older than the
Can
city.
I see any writing or inscriptions or anything
No,
like that
there's no
around?
sorts of inscriptions other than the like pieces missing from
The scraps
battles by the
fighting.
looks of it.
Right on. Do you think they have any baby griffins?
No, not here. The knights themselves don't deal with that.
Thanks, Yandu.
Do you think the griffins would let us pet them?
Looks over at who just shakes her head. No.
Hold monster.
Yeah. I just look directly at and I'm like, I've never gotten to see a griffin before. And I'll just kind of wink.
She looks at you. You see her eyebrow arch in confusion.
No, she knows. Remember? She found out that we knew about what's his face.
That's
that
right.
gave us the
yes.
tattoos.
Yeah, no, she did hear about that. She looks over at you with just a kind of droll look. History?
Oh, Om's just a very, very powerful, scary woman, and a griffin is very powerful.
I suppose so. As before your spell ends, she'll fly back down, and you guys kind of fly around a little more before she takes you back to the same kind of pagoda that you guys started in and sets down. Well, thank you. It was a lovely walk. Fly, I suppose.
Yeah. You said you like riding?
I enjoy it now and again, yes.
I'm not great at it, but we could go.
Sure.
Or, I don't know.
There's plenty of space to ride through the garden.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. Next time we get together, we'll have some food. You think of some questions to ask me, and I'll think of some questions to ask you. To
Very
get to know
well.
each other better.
Oh, I found it. I found the famous treasure.
Okay.
Yeah, it is called the Throne.
Okay.
It is 25 feet by 25 feet, roughly 2 feet tall, slab of stone.
Uh-huh.
It was stolen. It was stolen before the current empire,
Okay.
so it would have been in the records. She would have never seen it physically.
Yeah. Is it known where it is?
It is. Nobody knows who has it currently. It's been seen a couple of times when different houses have kind of fallen from grace, and it's been found in their private collection, and is usually snatched up before anybody can return it to where it belongs.
Okay.
So yeah, it is probably in a noble's family's private collection somewhere.
Okay. Makes sense.
Mm.
What was the last known family that had it?
It's been a few generations since it's been seen.
Okay. But would I know the last known one?
Probably not. It's guessed that it's probably somewhere in Alochrin.
Okay. I'll just... Alright.
Good night, Beast.
So you know the thing up there? The throne?
Yes.
That's what it's called. People think it's in Alochrin right now.
Really?
Yeah, probably in some noble's prized possession room.
Well, it can't be avoided. My father is quite the collection himself.
Oh. And will this here, so do you think you'd ever let us look at it?
Maybe. Probably without better supervision.
Supervision, yeah, no, that makes sense. Alright,
I can ask him.
well that'd be fun. Can I ask you a question?
I suppose one more isn't a bad way to end the day.
Has your brother ever said anything about me?
Not in my memory, no.
Like the prince?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No. My older brother, I assume.
Yeah, the older brother. Yeah, that's what I meant. Alright. Well, it was lovely spending some time with you.
Lovely. And since we've dispensed with the formalities, a goodbye should be enough.
Yeah, goodbye should be enough.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
As you head back towards the gate, so she's dispensed with any need to bow or anything as you leave. As you
Okay.
head back to the gate, the guards close it behind you, and you can return to your companions. And then Drae and Lorelei had something they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Drae first, because it's shorter. In the evening, before bed, Drae is going to present Wednesday with a bundle of cloth and yellow leather.
What is this?
It is the armor that has been driving you crazy.
Shouldn't you be wearing it?
There's no reason to now.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I have other armor.
Isn't it like really impressive armor though?
It's alright. I mean, I'd probably use it if I'm expecting a fight or something, but
Alright.
I mean, it drives you nuts, and I don't need it, so
What am I supposed to do with it?
I don't know. It's a gesture.
Alright. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
I don't know. You can stay in here. I'll keep it.
Sure, throw it in the
Bag.
corner.
Alright.
Not like that. Fold it up. And she goes over and picks it up and
We love
like folds it,
legendary items.
sets
Yeah.
it down in the corner.
Yeah. Also, it can make me turn crazy if someone has the right item.
Hey, like the king guy had, right? The
Yeah.
rat. Hey, you told me about that.
Yeah. So it's probably not a great idea to just like have on willy nilly.
Alright. By the way, taking it off does not break your attunement to it. You still have all of the effects of the armor.
Don't you unattune from something when you remove it?
No.
What do you unattune from?
I'm pretty sure you can't willingly unattune from it.
You is that like just a universal property of attunement? Like,
No, you can end your attunement at will, but like taking it off doesn't usually break your attunement to it.
yeah. So yeah, you would unattune from it.
What is these ones called?
The Yellow Harbinger's Path.
I can't remember if it's just when you're like under control whether you can unwillingly take it off.
Careful, chair.
Okay, no, it doesn't say anything about not being able to unattune from it. So yeah, you can unattune from it, and things calm down.
Yeah. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is that I care more about you than this.
I kind of assumed as much.
Yeah.
I shall hope that's obvious.
Yeah, of course.
Right, the armor doesn't cook for you.
Yep, it does make spectral arrows that are nothing.
Right? I think my cooking's a little better than some spectral arrow.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah, they are. They are.
No, speak up, I couldn't understand you clearly.
No, it's just, like when I'm in a life or death situation, it's like, the spectral arrows can, like, kill things.
Right?
And
Keep
obviously
your room clean too, aye? Bed warm? Comfort with you when you get all mopey about your brother? Well, if you got your spectral arrow, then I guess you don't need
No,
me.
I took off the spectral arrows for you!
That's what I thought.
It's just not
Jealous.
the way I thought it would.
You're cute.
Yeah, whatever.
Kisses you on the cheek.
I'll pull her into bed.
As you guys cuddle for a bit there.
Yeah.
And then Lorelei had something she wanted to do.
The next day, probably. She's gonna go see Ari.
Okay. Make her way over to the same inn she's been to once or twice before. Get a weird look from the bartender. But you make your way up, and she is managed to get the same room she was staying in before.
Knock, knock.
Come on in. Lorelei.
Hi. Do you have time for a field trip?
I have time for a lot of things.
Like,
I have nothing to do here.
so are you saying
Yes.
right now?
Why are you being so dense?
She, like, takes a step closer.
Oh. Maybe we start with the field trip.
Alright, that's what I thought. The way you were talking. Yeah. Okay, follow me.
This is how I normally talk. She follows you out of the room.
Exactly. He's gonna head over to where Jess is staying.
Okay.
And on the way, you wanted punishment, right?
I mean, when you say it out of the blue, it makes me nervous all of a sudden.
You didn't feel like you had paid for what you'd done.
Go on.
I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine who hates you and everything you stand for.
Great.
And they will likely spend a good deal of time chewing you out.
I'm not good at being chewed out.
Well then, you'll get to pay for your mistakes.
Make me a persuasion check.
Say, 22.
You see her, like, close her eyes. Her mouth kind of goes into, like, a tight, thin line as she is fighting over something in her head, and there's just a sigh all through her nose. Eyes open. Very well, I shall do my best to keep their appearance from matching their demeanor.
She's a good friend of mine.
Glad to hear you have such things.
Anyway, yeah, it's not going to be fair or very kind, so,
I just love the places you take me.
likewise. So yeah, and then we can just move on. Everyone will have paid their dues.
Very well. As she pulls a flask out of her coat, to dues. Long draw from it and puts it away.
You and the guys will get along.
I honestly haven't opened that in 2 years. I forgot I had it.
Okay, maybe not.
It's how it was spared my whirlwind.
It looks nice.
It is
Family
rather
heirloom
nice.
or something?
No.
Oh, you just... Right. You
I
can
like
just...
nice things.
Yeah.
Well, let's go meet this friend of yours.
And yeah, we'll continue our walk.
As you guys walk into the tavern that you've set Jessica up at, go up and you knock on the door a few times. Coming! Door opens. Hey, doll.
Jessica?
Hello. Oh, and who's your friend? Hi,
This is
I'm
Ar-
Jessica.
This is Ari.
And retracts back.
Can we come
You're
in?
fucking kidding
Can
me.
we come in,
No?
please?
What the fuck are you doing?
She's agreed to
Lorelei? What the fuck are you doing?
this. She's hurting.
Lorelei? Why is that any of your business?
Because I love her.
Oh my fuck. This is your doing, I take it? Charmed. Don't fucking charm me.
Oh no.
You can come in. As she's going to grab Lorelei and pull her into the room and slam the door, and you watch her put a key in and lock it. Rounds on you. Lorelei, what the absolute fuck? And before you spew some nonsense about how she came weeping and crying to you, I've seen what this woman has done to you. She left you
I left her.
with a fucking letter. You left her my ass. Some stupid noble came in between you, and she decided to make that your fault.
It was mine. Sort of.
You sound like the girls who get tossed around by their husband right now. Was your fault my ass, Lorelei? That woman is a witch, and I don't mean in the literal sense. I mean that she is an awful, terrible person who I've seen do nothing but suck the absolute life from you.
She makes me very happy.
No, she doesn't. One time, Lorelei.
For a long time.
When you were a little kid, making out in the street around your noble friends, who, by the way, didn't like you when they found out you weren't a noble?
She's different.
How?
She's the only person I've ever met who accepted me as I am.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. My longtime friend Lorelei, who I've always accepted how she is. That's really great to hear. I don't measure up to that bitch outside
Yeah,
who ran away the moment things were a little bit difficult in her perfect little world.
You're one of us, you get it. She gets it too and she isn't.
One of us? I do not want to be lumped into some category to be, what's the word, benevolently looked down upon by your snobby asshole of a girlfriend who abuses you.
Well, I was hoping you would give her a talking to.
I don't want to see her, let alone talk to her, and you shouldn't either.
Maybe this was a mistake.
This wasn't the mistake. You're finally hearing some sense. Maybe the mistake was crawling back to her the moment she pouted her perfect little lips at you.
I love her.
I know. You're an idiot.
And she loves me.
I doubt it.
I can tell. I know when people are lying to me.
I would say that's true 99% of the time. The problem is that 1% of the time is standing outside the door. We literally talked about this. You know the first time she left? And we were like, fuck that bitch, good riddance. And then she came back and broke your little heart again? And you promised me never again?
I didn't promise that.
Yes, you did.
You persuaded me.
Oh, it's my fault for trying to look after you? Big Lorelei knows how tough the world is, doesn't need any help from anybody, perfect with women, and you've been doing so great lending money. Nobody's taken advantage of you in the slums.
I don't care they are. I have the money to burn.
Wow.
I tried to give it to you.
Just wow. I would kick you out of my room, but you're gonna go straight into her arms, so I don't have that luxury. And you better not still be fucking standing out there. You hear like, I am.
We both want to make it work.
Why don't we go find the noble friend who drove you apart since you love having toxic people around you so much?
We did.
Yeah, we should go be friends with him. Oh my god, do you think we could take him out for dinner? Maybe he can follow us around and be part of our life forever.
Well, no, I did convince Ari not to kill him.
You're missing the sarcasm, sweetheart. I'm saying if you're this committed to having people awful for you in your life, we should go find him and make him part of it too.
I don't know what to tell you.
That you're breaking up with her through the door and that she should leave. Actually, tell her that, not me.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why?
She's
What has she
suffering.
done good for you ever?
She's made me very happy. She's given me hope that there are good people out there.
I've never seen any of that.
Well,
The last thing I remember is you swaddling a bottle of wine like it was your baby that you refused to touch because every time it made you think about her.
that's an over-dramatization, but
It's not, and you're a bitch! Noted. Listen, I don't know about the little moments in between, but I haven't seen one good thing come out of her around you ever.
Well, this time is going to be different. And if it's not, I'll kill her myself. Does that
That's
make you
a little
happy?
better. Promise?
I'll give it my best shot.
Pinky finger comes out toward you. Promise.
Really?
Really? Looks over at the door, on the other side of which is Ari.
Sure, fine, whatever.
Insight check.
12.
Okay, she got a natural 1. You can see in her eyes, she doesn't believe you no matter what, but she is making this promise with you. Grabs the finger, pulls you up. By the way, if you break this, and like taps your guys' fingers that are like locked together, we're done.
Maybe we're done already.
Oh my god, Lorelei. Sorry for trying to look out for you. Maybe I'll talk to you later when you're not like this.
Fine.
Great.
See you never. And she'll like leave the room.
So you walk out.
And the door's locked. Look back at...
Oh, you want this? She tosses the key to you.
No. Unlock it. Thaumaturgy the door open and shut as she walks through.
She grabs the door. It's been my displeasure to meet you. Go ahead and bring her back when she stops being mad at me for caring about her. Slams the door. Well, that went well. I don't know if I was really the one punished.
I did not go the way I expected. But yeah, it's Jess.
Drinks?
Yeah. Drinks.
She gives a long look at the door, just grabs your hand and pulls you down, and takes you out for drinks. And she is clearly working very hard to cheer you up. And it actually deals with some of the awkwardness with her, like, trying to push forward conversation, and like get your mind off of that. Also, Yanu says, okay, I'm back. Had to give some folks a tour of a room in a building looking for a long-term stay at the hotel. I think I may have sold them right off the bat. Fuck, I wish I made commission. Good job. Good job, Yanu. I wish you made commission too, as long as you still made money around it, of course. As that's how that goes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, Jess was not pleased. Okay. So with that, you guys gather together. It's probably about 2 days later after all of the excitement and whatnot going on.
In that interim, get the information about the wizard.
Yes. So, the information you would have about the wizard is...
wizard.
Yeah, so, the way things started is one of the Grand Magus... and not only the Grand Magus, the acting Grand Magus for the continent, which means he is part of the council that gathers all of the... each continent has a representative.
Okay.
In the council.
Mm-hmm.
So the representative for Andratica went quiet. Nobody could get a hold of him. When people started looking into it, the last place he had been seen was leaving his tower, his servant's guest going to visit his student, judging by what he packed, and the terrain they thought he was going to be going through, and then nobody has been able to get a hold of his apprentice, who is a Magus themselves. Like, they stopped learning under them years before that, but nobody's been able to get a hold of them either. Mm-hmm. They have reports that he is in his tower, which is a ways off. It's not by any, like it's not in any particular town. It's a ways off slightly in the mountains, near a number of smaller settlements in the area.
Okay.
So they have reports that he is at his tower, but nobody has been able to get in contact with him.
Okay. The Grand Magus is at his tower.
No, the apprentice, who he was reported to be going to visit him, is at his tower. Okay. And yeah, they want you to basically go get him and bring him before council for questioning.
And not try to find the missing guy.
I mean, if you find him, great, but they want him brought in for questioning.
All right. And do we have like a directions to the tower kind of thing?
Yes. Yeah. It's south down the mountain range. It's before Carr. Mm-hmm. It's before the border of Carr, but it's a little ways away from you guys.
Okay.
That's not where I want to be.
So when we get together, I would have spent some time and got like a picture or like description of one of the towns near where his tower is, the settlement.
Okay, yeah, it's basically on the southern edge of the Thornglade. southwestern edge of the Thornglade in the mountains, which is technically Gearhammer territory, but for anything overland, it's usually considered Andranica's territory. But they are technically in Gearhammer's country.
Okay. Well, how's everyone been?
Have a new bartender. And she stares pointedly at Drae. And this time they can deal with you.
Amazing. Wait,
Yeah.
but like, they'll give me proper service?
More like when you try to get them to quit, they won't.
Don't underestimate me.
Kind of interested.
You want me to try and make them quit?
No, but
I can
I'm
do that, like,
very-
just to see if they're loyal, you know? Like, if they're committed to this, nothing should be able to make them quit.
No.
I can make their life hell for you.
Drae? No.
I'll talk to him.
And I got 2 new servers.
Actual servers
Yeah. And a chef.
and a chef.
Yep. And
Like sequel servers or
like 1 in the morning.
something more?
1 in the evening.
Because before we used to have to heat up our own food and come get our
Yeah,
drinks
computer
from the
science
bar.
joke for anyone.
Sometimes we had to
Yeah.
pour our own drinks.
I've never owned a bar before.
I'm just telling you, your bar's great. I liked Timothy, but he was a shit bartender.
I miss him. Still have to get my key back.
Lorelei is sullen.
I'm just saying sometimes, if you
Sitting
love
there,
it,
like, lost in thought.
if you love things, sometimes you gotta let them go.
Oh!
Sometimes they will come back.
I didn't even do any.
No, that's fine. You didn't have to. He did it all himself.
Are you talking about Drae?
Timothy.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck Charlemagne.
What?
Is
Like
that
a new language?
This is his last name, right?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh.
It was Smith.
Oh, Timothy Smith.
Stupid last
Smithy
name.
Smith.
It was a little dumb.
I have a request.
Like, was he a Smith? No.
Yeah, what's up?
I got contacted by the Arcanum, and they want me to go deal with a problem.
So you're just gonna run off in the middle of the night and deal with it, make us all worry?
No, aka the sentence I just said. I have a request.
Yeah, to run off and deal with it on your own and make
No.
us
But
all
what's
worry.
your request?
That wouldn't be a request. That'd be an action. I
Also, you wouldn't tell us.
want you guys to come with me.
Okay,
What?
Yeah.
I'm in.
To hunt a nerd?
Yeah.
I'm down.
He apparently the main Grand Magus for the continent went missing after he went to go see his apprentice, and they haven't been able to get a hold of him. Apparently his apprentice is in his tower, but they want me to bring him in for questioning.
Okay.
Ugh.
Do we know what he's
How-
capable of?
No.
Like, how do you stop a wizard? I couldn't stop you. And you're like barely a wizard.
You would be able to know the apprentice's circle, which I can find for you.
That would be interesting. And also a death trap.
Should we, like, bring someone that can dispel magic?
I
I
can do
can.
that. You can do that as well, Laura?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
if you can do that, that helps out a lot.
But I can only, like, do it after the fact. I can't just...
That's fine.
I don't know what you do, but...
You can dispel. I can counterspell. We can.
I can punch him.
I can also punch him!
That's
Heck
great.
yeah!
That's great. We need punchers. We need thumpers. We need people to.
What?
Um,
Like, sideways glance at Wednesday. What?
I-
No, that's...
would I know it's probably not safe to go through his circle?
People have not been able to go through a circle,
Okay.
Mmm.
I
Yeah.
say,
but usually not. Like
That can only mean one thing.
most wizards have their circle guarded.
Yeah.
And usually it's straight into prison. So if they don't want you through, you're stuck
Yeah.
there now.
So, he must have changed the signature or something, right?
Or he just deactivated
Yeah.
his teleport.
And he is a second circle magus.
Oh, he's 4th, 5th. Okay.
we never dealt with Oak.
I'm.
That's true.
He should be.
Yeah, we should deal with that.
So when
jump back
when
in
you're
time.
talking in the Arcanum, there's so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 6 circles of magi.
Can you step through them?
Like, do they form
He
little
turns to
groups?
Lorelei.
who you notice is looking like noticeably gloomy.
Did all of you have piss in your cereal this morning?
I'm fine.
Lorelei, are you okay?
I've been better.
Okay.
Not important.
Okay.
Ari told me she got yelled at.
Ah.
When
What?
like shoots a little mini glare at Kata.
What?
Ari yelled at her?
Don't say those.
Sorry. No, not Ari.
Who did then?
I can't tell you, apparently.
Well, you already told me as well to finish the story.
Jess doesn't approve of me.
Okay,
And
so,
Ari,
sorry,
and
she
this-
finished the story, okay. Jess
Sorry.
didn't approve, and
We're not really friends anymore.
you're not great at the whole staying in good terms with people.
I don't know, they all seem to hate each other, so...
Okay. Well, are you guys up to going on a little journey with me?
Yes.
Okay.
We're still friends.
So, let me explain this quick.
Thank you.
There's 6 circles of magic. If you can cast 1st, 2nd, 3rd level spells, you're at circle 1. 4th and 5th is 2. 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th is 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 4th circle caster. This guy's a 2nd circle caster.
Oh, sweet, you win by 2 circles.
It's a difference. He can only cast 4th and 5th level spells.
Mm.
Lorelei would understand that.
It's like decently powerful.
Decently powerful, but we have the ability to. At least you're not gonna have to worry about dispelling 6th or 7th level spells.
It's true.
So we can't kill him.
I've never been good against wizards,
I
though.
was told not to kill him.
You're supposed to bring him in for questioning by council.
I'm supposed to bring him in for questioning.
Wait, how do we stop him if we can't even...
Yeah.
Do we have, like, ways to stop him from casting at all? Because otherwise he'll just eventually break free.
Would the Arcanum have given me anything to bring him in?
You can get they will give you like manacles that prevent dimensional travel.
Okay. And like do the manacles stop from casting spells kind of thing?
They're an actual item. Let me just see if I can find it.
I mean, they would prevent somatic opponents.
Yeah.
I could always just cast silence.
Helpful. Very helpful. I think every spell has a verbal component. So oh no, maybe there's a one then.
Oh,
It prevents anything teleportation or travel to a different plane.
Okay.
I think there's some with just somatic.
I would have grabbed them from
Yeah, you would have been
Well, I have
furnished
these
with them.
I have these manacles that'll stop him from teleportation or anything like that.
So we should keep him knocked
Okay.
out.
And we gag him and and I would get like goofy gauntlet things so that he can't cast spells.
Well, if he's manacled.
Well, you can tie up his hands. Yeah.
Sure. We can do things so that he can't cast
Right.
spells.
Can I have the manacles?
Sure. I give them to Drae. And then,
Nice.
Can I compare them? Like, hers.
it's the morning time, right?
Yours are much older.
It's the morning time. Right?
Yes, yeah. It is
Similar.
If you guys are good, we could head out. I think I can get us pretty close.
Are these like reusable?
We should
yes.
have a drink at my bar first. Like, and then go tomorrow morning.
Slowly starts like circling around
Okay.
behind Berrian.
I want you as to be my new bartender.
Okay.
They have to be incapacitated to put them on somebody.
He's gonna try and jump and surprise him and put on the manacles.
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand.
Conveniently ready.
Tyrion, go ahead and perception.
Shit. Sorry. God. Hit rolling bad. It's a 2. I got a
9.
24.
You managed to get one on one arm, but it's not enough to activate them. You need to actually have a man. As Berrian, you feel one slip around your arm,
Haha!
I
pulls out the key and unlocks it.
put the key back in my pocket. Right? Drink at Yaikzal's and we'll head out in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
As you guys make your way to Yaikzal's bar after that.
Yaikzal's bar.
Okay, the other information you would have is that the Grand Magus was by the name of Fearsome.
Fearsome. Okay.
Fearsome.
Fearsome, okay.
Yeah. And he was a 5th circle caster.
Okay.
And then the student, so the Grand Magus is an elf. The student is also an elf by the name of Dyron.
Okay. All right. It's gonna be hard to enchant.
That's where I know that name. This took me a second.
As you guys make your way to the bar, you guys come in to a clean bar with a well-organized shelf of alcohol. You can see all of it is at least reasonably full. Customers are sitting at tables with like mugs and drinks, not like queued up at the table pouring their own drinks. It is quite a difference. You also see like steaming plates of food in front of people, most of them bowls.
Do we want to hop back in time to do Master Oak stuff?
I think you'll just come this evening.
Sure. That
Looks
was
like an alright time. As you guys come in, and you can see behind the counter is a quite old-looking dwarven lady who is dealing with customers as they come in, and you can see a large orcish woman who is going around serving people, and then there is also a like wafer-thin elven man who is making his way between tables with like a bus of empty drink glasses and stuff. As it looks like a functional place. It's not like, the lights turn off when Yaikzal's gone, except the mercenaries.
detect thoughts on all of them.
Okay.
Are they spies sent here to murder someone?
No, you can detect all of their thoughts, and they seem pretty.
Any interesting
standard.
tidbits?
The orcish lady definitely is not only not great at common, doesn't really care that she's not great at common. If she doesn't understand what somebody wants, she just brings them something. But she knows enough to like get most of the basic drink orders and stuff like that. The elven man is just trying to get through his shift and make a little bit of money. He's worried about some like tests he has to do coming up. So he's really just trying to like.
So unrelatable.
Yeah, and then the dwarfish lady at the back, very capable. You can tell just from a glance at her thoughts. Like she's not in a panic despite how busy the bar is and fielding questions and stuff. There is a part of her that's like kind of far away as she is seeming to like just perpetually be worrying about her husband.
The who?
The dwarvish woman.
Oh,
the old
worrying
woman,
about her
grandma.
husband.
They seem nice.
They are. You should meet her. She'll walk up to the bar.
Okay.
In Yaikzal's head, she hears none of them are gonna try and kill you.
That's good.
Just being safe.
Thanks.
As you walk up to the bar, hi, lovely to see you, dear.
Wanted to show my friends. Like,
You're
yes,
the famous bunch, are ya?
This is Drae.
I don't know about that,
I've
but
heard about you.
yeah, you probably have.
I'm Maglynn. Nice to meet you, dear.
Maglynn?
Maglynn.
Maglynn, okay.
That's Berrian.
Master Berrian.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Does Maglynn seem good at her job to Drae?
Make me an insight check.
11.
You don't know enough to really know.
Are you good at your job, Maglynn?
Aye, very good.
Why should I believe that?
Well, I've probably been doing it longer than you've been alive. Although you're an elf, how old are you, dear?
102?
I've been doing it for longer than you've been alive.
How old are you?
Oh, I stopped counting somewhere after 200.
Damn.
You married? I heard.
Did you?
No, that was
No,
Lorelei
this
reading
is
your
alright.
mind.
Nobody has mentioned such a thing.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. I don't.
You're married? No.
This is Lorelei.
Pleasure.
Hey.
And this is Kana.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Does this stop?
A fart
If-
sound rips out from behind Kana.
If you stop it, it stops. But
Right, well, that's enough of that then.
Excuse me.
It wasn't me.
Sounded
probably
like
one
it
of the
was.
mercenaries. A lot of men, you know.
There's a lot of mercenaries. Did you fart? As she turns toward the... Oh, fuck. No.
A fart sound rips out by him.
What the fuck? Right. Well, we don't have any beans, so I'm assuming this is the magic foolery I've been hearing about. Which one of you is playing jokes?
Lorelei
saw
turns
nothing.
to Berrian.
You saw nothing. No casting.
I know you.
Yeah, I know you too. We've been what? Like
She has
a year?
detect thoughts up still.
You have to take thoughts up still. But is actively like not reading the minds of
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no,
Anyway.
there's been known to be ghosts and geists and other tomfoolery that happens. in
If
this
nobody
business.
wants to come clean, that's quite fine. Just as long as we keep it to this sort of level, it's, nice and
No.
playful.
At least it stays
You
on
know,
the main
it's
floor.
totally manageable. It's
Um,
the bottom line.
This bar
Clo-
is haunted
string.
by the butcher of Alochrin.
Pardon me. You're going to be
So-
paying for that, I hope?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Alright.
I just, like, the previous staff at this position didn't do a very good job.
So I've heard, and I think I agree with you on that. I've heard a bit about your tricks and such, and I'll be taking none of the mind meddling from you. You understand?
Look, do you want to fight?
You understand?
Do you want to fight?
I don't want to fight. Do you understand?
I don't really want to fight you.
Good. Do you understand?
Answer the lady.
Fine.
It's called
Respectfully.
oppositional defiance syndrome.
Like, it was the one time.
Well, one time is too many. One time is enough to end up in the brig, and I'd hate to see any of this nice lady's friends in jail.
Okay.
Alright, great. Well, we'll get along just fine. As she, reaches over and gives you a very grandmotherly, pat on the cheek.
What the?
Oh, she cute.
I'm suspicious.
You're suspicious of everyone.
I'm
That's
just.
alright, they'll get you.
To suspicion!
Well, anything I can get you all to drink?
Just water.
Sure, I got the table cleared off for you. I made sure no one took it.
How many people are in the bar?
It's quite full. Yeah, there's the mercenaries, there's lots of adventurers
I'm
around
going
too.
to tuck about 100 gold. And just use that until the drinks are...
Sure. She takes
but use that
For me-
for anybody that comes up.
Sure. She
Drinks are free.
takes out a pamphlet, and you see her start a
How
tally.
many does a drink usually cost?
Not very much.
2 silver?
Yeah,
1
you
silver?
probably bought 1,000 rounds.
Food and drink.
That might change how much gold I give her.
3 pints of cheap beer is 1 copper, and 1 pint of good beer is 2 copper.
Okay, I give 20 gold.
Okay.
And I'm like, hold on. So
30.
sorry. So 3 pints. Let's go with 2. So 2 copper. That's going to be 5 for a silver. That's going to be 50 beers for a gold. Am I doing the right math?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I give her 5 gold.
Sure. Yeah.
And I look. How many people are in here roughly?
There's 20 plus mercenaries, and then another 14 to 18 people kind of coming in
Okay,
and
so
out.
40. So
yeah,
50.
somewhere around there.
So I'll give. So 5 gold would be 250. I'm like, next 250 beers are free.
Usually somebody's down, I'm getting all of them as he rushes over to the bar.
And it's the good stuff, not the crappy stuff.
She takes the gold aside and starts a little list. Right, I take it you're our first free beer. Alright, I'm your first 6. Well, I'll start you with 1, and we see how you do. As she pours him a flag, he's like, alright. 2, please. Oh, fuck.
2, please.
We apologize to your eardrums.
Yeah. Many apologies. We'll have good mic stands
Yeah,
eventually, but today is not that day.
I spent 5 gold on 250
Oh,
beers.
my.
Going insane in Messenger.
As she pours him 2 more flagons, he's like, right, I'll take one to the table with you. At least make it there this time. As people start lining up, a couple people slapping you on the back. You're the type of guy I like.
Does a line form?
No, she's pretty quick about getting people served, and the servers are going around to collect orders as well.
Okay, but lots of people are getting free drinks.
Yeah, you see a couple people grabbing this, make sure I'm one of those free drinks. Duh.
Okay, cool.
Walks away, puts Drae down. Okay. Eventually in the evening, you guys sit down at your table that she kept clear for you.
We're gonna be drinking proper. Maybe I'll go get Lorelei. Or I'm Lorelei. Maybe I'll go get Ari.
Sure.
I'll be back.
You can send her a message.
It's less personal.
Yeah, it does feel nicer to have someone show up.
Sure.
As you
Lorelei will leave
head out.
just for a bit.
Okay. Is she actually going to get Ari?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start making your way
No,
there.
she's going to plant the dynamite around the outside of the building.
This is when you find out
You did-
she's a sleeper agent.
Lorelei was the one you had to fear all along.
John Lennon!
As you guys are sitting there drinking, you have a bit of the stew. It's basically beef barley stew. which seems to be his favorite. He makes different things occasionally.
So good.
Wow. Actual food. You're really moving up in the world.
Thanks.
Maybe there'll be 2 options one day.
I actually like that there's only one. I mean, when you're drinking something a lot, if there's a lot of
Can I
options-
pitch you something?
Huh.
So it's like bread. But it's not just bread.
We've had this conversation. I'll help you make
Okay,
it.
don't like bring your preconceptions into this.
Did you make it different? Is it not just flat bread with tomato and cheese?
It's so
You could
much
put
more
meat
than that.
on top of it.
Is there
You could
room
put
for another one at the
peppers,
table?
garlic.
She'll look up.
As you see, towering with cloak up, a figure made from wood, it seems. Oh.
Hey, it's you. You owe me a fight.
Oh, I suppose I do. I really was coming to talk.
We can talk first.
All right.
Drae,
I mean, yeah, you probably won't be able to after, so.
Drae,
So he sits down at one of the chairs
do it.
and looks over you guys.
No, Yaikzal like ripped him a new one last time.
No,
That was a good fight last time.
thanks.
I haven't fought any monks like you in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Try.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken the monk path, but I don't really have the mind for it.
The arms for it.
Too late now.
Like, you can
There-
punch like 6 times as many people.
That's true, but I'm better at wrestling, although I do punch people once I have them held down, usually.
Sure, you could do that,
That's my usual.
but also like, can you run up a wall?
No, but I can fly, and that's usually enough. Or run through the wall, that works occasionally.
I actually knew a guy who ran through walls a lot.
Really?
Yeah, his name was Kool-Aid Man.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I love
Did
him.
he need aid? Like, was he like a cool medical guy?
No,
like
he's really
cool, like-
laid back.
But he does aid.
He also got a lot of sex.
So he aided women.
No, no.
I don't like where this is going.
No, Laidman. Kool-Aidman.
So he aided men. We
Yeah.
love.
Well, no, like he did work as a medical professional. for a
Alright, getting
while.
away
Yeah.
from this.
But yeah, he would bust through walls a lot.
Cool AIDS.
That's very interesting.
You had something
like-
to
You
say?
should fight Kool-Aidman.
Well, if he's around, maybe I will.
Oh no, he
Fight.
died.
That'll
I
make
just-
it pretty
just-
tough.
Maybe, maybe we go talk somewhere else.
If you want.
Unless you're gonna let the men talk.
Fine.
You can talk now.
Have another drink.
Big orc nods at you and walks over to the bar and comes back with a drink.
You were saying.
Well, I just wanted to commend you. You used your skills really well. That darkness sure is something.
Thanks. It's very fun.
Never seen anything like that.
And I can see
Like it
through
was trying to grab onto me.
Yeah, it also grabs people.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. And I can see through it.
It was a good tactic. I'm glad we had the sand there or I would have lost.
Yeah. That was scary.
I was a little worried at first. You seemed like you were taking it easy, but it seems like I was taking it too easy.
Yeah, I wanted.
No disrespect, by the way. I like to feel people out first if it's just a spar.
Yeah, there was a lot more I could have done, but I wanted to have a fight, not just stun, 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 stun. You know.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
It was an interesting fight. I've never seen someone like you before.
Oh,
Do root walkers normally have 6 arms?
no. It's not impossible, but I mean, we're not common to begin with. Even less so with the extra arms.
Yeah.
Some of them have extra legs, too.
That's interesting.
So did you have any thoughts on the fight?
You fight very scarily.
My teacher used to say, well, you don't have much, but at least you're strong.
So close to killing me right there.
No, I wouldn't have.
I know, but it was still terrifying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a fight. If it's not scary, is it really worth it?
Sometimes, yeah, you can learn a lot.
It's true. she'll not even thanking, just...
I am sorry. It's the only way I know how to fight.
No, it's a good
I
way.
didn't really grow up wrestling nice things, so
I
just have the one way. And like I said, it's too late to learn to fight like the monks do for me.
I used to be a gladiator. Fights aren't always fun in learning.
I was never a gladiator, but I know the feeling of
Did you hear what
fighting for
happened to
your life.
Atomic?
No?
Well, like, she just got ripped apart. It was
Wow.
horrifying.
I don't know who that is.
Works for
One of my
Yaikzal.
gladiators.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also have gladiators.
Was
I
fighting
heard-
like an ogre or something. Like, raised her into the air, ripped her right in half.
I didn't hear anything about that.
I heard so many of your stories growing up.
Really?
Yeah, you were one of my heroes. You were
Wow.
so cool.
I always thought more people would hear about Deckard and, well, the rest of them than me.
Who are the other members of the group?
Well, there's Deckard, and I guess his wife now, and then...
Who's his wife?
I have to go look at Uth.
I'm making you tell us the members.
Yeah.
Because I've never got to know who the members were.
lore.
They were called Uth, which stands for Unmatched Under the Heavens.
Okay, so Deckard.
Yeah, so there was Oak, Armada, Deckard. For a time, Grandmaster Raoul was also part of them.
Okay.
And then...
His wife.
yeah, which will be...
And I don't know who Grandmaster Raoul is.
Grandmaster Raoul, you guys met. He is the dwarf.
Uh-huh. Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, he is the master craftsman dwarf.
Alchemist or whatever.
Yes, the alchemist.
Old MC.
Deckard and nothing is where I want it to be.
Welcome to improper surgery.
Yeah, we're going to take off an arm.
There it is.
Start by cutting the leg.
Oops, that's not what I want.
Then use the leg to cut off the arm. But miss the arm and go for the neck.
That's one of a
There's Joyce was the other member.
Joyce!
Yeah.
And Joyce is the pixie?
Joyce is
No,
the
Joyce is the
non-
sexy lady.
Yes, Joyce is
Yeah.
the hot lady.
Oh.
And William
Berrian met
miss.
Joyce.
No, not Berrian. You're
Go for the
Berrian.
chest.
You're Dragon. You're Saurian dude.
Oh, sorry, and
Yeah.
okay. Graylin.
And then I can't find
No, not Graylin, it was-
Deckard's wife's name.
There's a
right
3-letter
now.
name.
No, that was Graylin.
No.
Oh no, different. I can't remember who it was.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
My
I-
first ever
I-
campaign.
Can't remember Deckard's wife name at the moment, but she wasn't as well known because she died early on.
But it wasn't Joyce.
It was not Joyce, no.
Okay, and so the only ones that are left is Deckard, Oak.
So Deckard's wife has been revived
Oh,
since,
okay.
and helps him run the bar in Camerdale now.
Okay,
So all of the members are currently alive.
Deckard, Oak, his wife, Grandmaster Raoul, and
Yeah, Armada.
And Armada.
I
Okay,
know
cool.
of most of those people. Because I'm cool and pay attention to Isaac's
Sounds
world.
interesting.
If you want to know about that,
Her-
there's a world anvil somewhere.
Which is apparently missing Deckard's wife name because I can't find it anywhere. I've heard about you too. Actually, it's what brought me to the city. I heard there was a group of Hero-born here who had been helping, and I tend to check up on those things.
It's hero born.
Oh,
Hero-born.
like, so there was a city above us that was, like, trying to invade and take us.
Yeah,
So we fought them and won.
I heard.
Yeah.
I came to check because I heard that you guys aren't members of the Adventuring Guild, and I thought I'd come invite you.
Oh, now you want us.
Place. Yeah, absolutely. You've definitely proven yourself.
Adventure
No.
Guild.
It's a trap.
Me and my friends started it to try to keep adventurers from getting pulled into conflicts and politics.
Isn't that
so
exactly
much.
what happened?
Yeah,
Everyone in the Adventuring Guild got pulled into the war against Carr.
It's true. I had to come talk to the king.
Yeah. What
He
would
promised not to do that anymore.
Well,
What's it like?
What's
The Adventuring Guild?
Yeah.
yeah, being a part of it?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, we were already pretty famous by the time we started it, so I don't really have much experience of what it's like to be on the lower end of it. But it's useful, and a lot of the towns really like it, because they can give missions to it, and people will come as long as there's coin.
Missions.
You might be a little high up there for it to be as useful for you, but it's a good affiliation to have.
We might have to think about it.
Of course. Nobody's gonna force you. And if they do come tell me, that's not really the point.
Well, thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. And somebody asked me about Hero Born. Well, I mean, you might have noticed that you're pretty strong compared to a lot of people around here.
It's actually kind of wild, yeah.
What circle of magic can you cast? As he looks over at Berrian.
4th level.
How
Fourth
long
circle.
have you been training?
Me? Probably 5 or like. How long would I have been training? Because like technically I could
like-
cast spells when I was born.
Yeah, but like training properly has been since you got to the city, so like 2-3 years.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 years.
Most people take a lot longer than that. Hero-born are people who develop more quickly. They're not that common, but they're pretty noticeable once they appear. A lot of people don't like them because they shake up the balance of power, which is kind of why we made the Adventuring Guild, was so they could promise to be neutral and then they wouldn't get hunted like we did.
You got hunted.
Of course.
By who?
yeah. All sorts of people weren't too happy about us helping their neighbors with one thing or the other.
They come to a place like this.
Oh, a place like this will send them. I mean, if you're the king and your neighbors down in Car get a couple of hero-born who can rip half your army apart, you're gonna want to do something about that, you know?
Makes sense.
So adventurers promise not to do that, and in exchange, politics promises to stay out of their life.
Hmm.
Sounds like you're friends with the king, so that probably protects you from most of it.
He's
Yeah.
He gave us land.
a very interesting man.
That's
And
another
titles.
way to go about it. It's not for everybody. But if you've got that, he might not be too happy about you joining the Adventurers Guild then.
Thank you for the invitation, though. We'll definitely think about it.
You're welcome. Got any questions for me? I mean, apparently I owe you a fight, but if there's anything else you want to ask, yeah.
This is out of character because
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are these the group of people that hunt down wizards that hit 20?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. I've heard about a group of people who hunt down wizards or mages who of great power.
Yeah, they exist.
Have you
I've-
heard of them?
I've never met them. We didn't have any wizards in our group.
Do you know anything about them?
Not really. I
Okay.
mean, Joyce is the only one who's messed around in that area, and she's a god now, so I don't think that really counts.
She's a god now.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long are you staying in Alochrin?
Well, I was just coming to find you guys, and then a couple of people wanted to catch up, and next thing I knew, I was taking some new adventurers into the forest, and then that's why I didn't come the other day, by the way. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I'll hang around for a bit. I'm just going back to the monastery after anyways, so...
We won't be here.
To Oak.
Oh, that's not necessary, but thank you. Takes up his drink, will drink some of it and put it down. I'm pretty sure I owe you a fight. Well, as he gets up, we should probably go over to that ring.
You get like a pound back.
We should probably go over to that ring.
It seems like a great time to take a break.
Alright. Yeah, it's 8:09. Thank you for reminding me. We will take a quick break here, folks. 10-15 minutes and we'll be back. So we'll play a quick ad, 1 minute ad during it. You can stick around and watch that. Great way to support us. Doesn't cost you anything. And we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Okay, before we hop into things with the battle between Oak and Evandriel, we finally have the sick sound system hooked up that Brody has because we got a cord long enough. So we're gonna try it. If anybody can give us an idea of how it sounds, if that's too loud. Actually, if everyone's quiet for a second. That's showing up a pretty good level on the mic. If anybody can tell us if it sounds like weird or anything, but we're going to assume it's working for the moment. And then somebody can comment and let us know how it sounds. So, we have Oak standing up to his full height, being about as tall as Big Red is as well. Leaves him quite a bit bigger than Drae as he starts pushing his way over. What's that?
Killed bigger.
You have. You definitely have.
Don't go to the fight to the death.
As you guys step into the arena.
As Drae steps into the ring, it starts off as a slow, into a rousing chorus of the Butcher of Alochrin.
Yaikzal.
I have my telekinetic hand up, by the way.
Okay.
Just around.
Yaikzal would be like, where is this song coming from? As she will stand up and look at everyone. I will kick everyone out if this continues.
It is coming from 3 different points.
I will kick everyone out if no one says anything. Out! She's gonna start ushering everyone out because of the song.
The song cuts off.
No, I need to know who it was now, because this has happened twice.
Lorelei's not there.
Hey, Berrian, how's your magic?
My magic?
Yeah.
Bountiful and unused.
Ripe and luscious.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check. Works better when you don't throw your dice on the floor.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I never realized.
Open Dice X.
Roll.
It's way up there.
I want to roll this.
This is a good chance for everybody to tell me how the music's doing. Is this good? Can you hear it? Is it too loud? Does it sound weird?
That is a 11.
It's not, you get nothing. He's not lying.
Okay, everyone out, because no one's confessing. As she's gonna start ushering people out. Sorry, Oak, you're gonna have to wait.
What?
Yeah, no one's confessing to the song. It's happened twice.
As he starts making his way out. Well, maybe next time then. Heads his way out of the bar.
I'm gonna go.
Everybody starts
to
getting
bed.
out as the dwarf comes to you. Hey, are you doing alright?
I hate that song.
Right, but you just upended your whole business, dude.
Yeah. It's happened twice. No one's confessed. So, if no one's confessing, someone here did it, and I can't figure out who.
I could help Yaikzal. If you want, I could put a spell that would stop it from being cast.
No thanks.
Okay.
I miss my rule.
Your rule?
It used to be so people could only make touch spells. Not just cast.
Pretty hard to
willy-nilly.
enforce. We could start saying that if you want.
No, I'll have to hire someone to dispel it every time that happens. I hate that goddamn song.
Right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Then.
I mean, there's a better version. I've heard.
I don't want to hear any.
Okay.
I thank you for the lovely service tonight, and I'm gonna put my hand over hers. Let me know, make sure the staff gets tipped, and I'll just kind of clink and go to walk away.
Okay. How much did you give her?
Oh, we'll see what she looks at it.
She looks at it.
There's a couple of copper on the top, and when she slides the copper aside, there's 10 platinum.
Sorry, you.
He's gone.
Yaikzal,
Yeah.
your friend seems to have made a mistake. He tried to give me some coppers for a tip. There's platinum here.
I'll take that.
Alright, if you give it back to him. Pushes it over to you.
How much is it?
There's 10 platinum, you said?
That's 100 gold.
Pocket it!
You just stole 100 gold worth of tips.
Yup.
Well,
Gotta roll an insight check.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
She figures you're giving it back to your companion.
well, I guess we'll never know
Yep.
who's stronger.
I bet it's you.
Me too.
All right, as that puts an end to the night at the bar.
As Lorelei and Ari show up.
Yaikzal hates that song.
Shows up to a
Cancel
locked up bar.
everything.
Well,
Right. This isn't because of me, is it?
no, of course not.
All right.
Not all of my friends are so ignorant.
Right. Well, to the tavern then.
I guess.
As you guys walk back.
As long as, I'm gonna cast Sending. To Yaikzal. What happened when I was gone?
Let's skip, right?
Everything alright?
Someone
Yeah, it's
played
coming. It should be
the
here right away.
Alochrin song. This is the second time it's happened, and it's just rant
It cuts
until it
off
cancels.
mid-rant.
Don't know what to do with that roll. I didn't set any parameters for it. I just hoped it would tell me what to do.
I hate that when you're like, let's see, 10, and you're like, thanks. Thanks for that. That was great help.
1 better than 9, 1 worse than 11.
It's about all it tells you.
Yeah, she's just gonna leave.
As you guys go to Ari's tavern where she's staying and just have some drinks until she bids you good evening and we'll head up to her room.
I'm sorry about Jess. I thought that would go
I'm
differently.
sorry about Jess. You have nothing to apologize for.
I'm not gonna try and kill you, no matter what you do.
Good.
Unless you try and kill me.
I'm not going to. At least not of my own will.
I believe you.
Good.
It's just, it's what I fear every time I see you. So,
That I'm going to try to kill you.
yeah.
Why?
Because it's what I thought you were gonna do for years. Or months.
Why? Oh, when I was gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Just waiting, checking every corner, every shadow for
That
it to
sounds
be over.
awful.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to. At worst, I would have cursed you.
I've seen what your curses can do.
Have you? Briefly, I guess, yeah. I went all out on that one.
Right, so I'll just be a bag of bones. That's all.
You can still walk. With difficulty.
Hmm.
It's a little harder to do on someone like yourself anyways.
Yeah.
You have a little more fortitude. And I had to waste quite a bit in doing that one. Take me a while of gathering to get back to that strength.
Gathering what?
Power, all sorts of things. What do you think, curses just sustain themselves?
Well, I don't know. My magic sort of replenishes on its own.
No, darling, your god sustains it.
I know, but it's Berrian can just sort of do it.
Well, yes. He draws on magic, shapes it into temporary effect usually. Curses have to think isn't the right word, but react. They're almost intelligent. They need something to sustain that sort of effort.
Interesting.
Not really, but not the conversation I would have ended the evening on, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Sure. I choose you. I mean, I was sort of forced to, but between you and Jess, I love her, but
I'm not going to try to make you choose between me and your friend.
just don't feel bad and run off or something.
Well, it didn't work last time,
Yeah.
and I may not be the brightest, but it takes a little longer than that for me to make the same mistake twice.
I'm glad.
By the way, I'm not going to make you not be friends with Jess if she becomes a little more sensible. She can hate me if she wants. I suppose I deserve it.
She doesn't. Well, she might.
I think she does.
You didn't do anything. It's not your fault.
Maybe the first time.
I don't know, she's not heard a very flattering picture of you from the times I've gone to her.
Well, you'll have to get better at flattery then. Winks at you and leans back.
You're so gorgeous.
Give it some wine.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
A little out of the blue.
I had nothing, just ready to go. Panicked.
I can tell. Well, this must be why I have such a poor reputation with Jess, then.
Well, no, I was very angry with you.
Just take the out.
Okay.
Valerie.
Yeah. We might be out of town for a bit.
That sounds like you.
I'll stay.
No.
I'll live.
Go with your friends.
Well,
They need you more than I do.
Alright. Do you know how to fight wizards?
Somewhat.
Because we have to chase one down and bring him back alive. And I've never been good against any wizard. They always just stop anything I try and do.
Hit him really hard and keep him unconscious.
Sure. Guess that works. If he lets me hit him.
Well, I'll leave that part up to you. I'm no expert in fighting wizards. I'm
Can I help you, sir?
not even a novice. I think we're fine with our food for a little longer. You can clean up
It
once
just
we're done.
smells really
Thank
good.
you.
I want to order something now.
No, go home.
Alright. I love you.
I love you too.
That means the covenant has been sealed!
And she'll lean in
Sorry.
and kiss her on her cheek. With consent.
She allows it. That's you.
And we'll head probably to the tower.
Okay. Make your way to the tower, and you can go ahead and find your rest there.
I will cast a couple spells and
Okay.
spend some components before the night ends.
Okay. As you go to your workshop and spend a little time casting some spells and such. Anything I need to hear about?
No, it's just cliffs
Okay.
and stuff, so.
I would like to tell, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Maglynn?
Maglynn?
Yeah.
While I'm gone, can you find someone that is willing to just cancel any magic? If they detect it.
Isn't one of the people working here already a student at the Arcanum?
Could you ask him if he knows to spell magic?
Sure, I can give him an ask.
Okay. And if not, if you could find someone.
I'll do my best. I'm not really from around here though.
No, that's okay. It's just if you can.
I'll try my level best.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's go.
Hate that. If
That
any-
might be, if I may, a little wee bit of an overreaction.
No, that song has been haunting my brain for forever, and it's not even true.
I'm just saying,
There
if
you
this
go.
is your income, right? You're not adventuring anymore. You're not bringing in gold. A night's loss is a big deal, and I know it doesn't feel like it now, but that's going to be important one day.
A bard comes in and does that. Send Big Red after him. I hate that song.
I got it. I'm just putting a word in.
I'll be more cautious of it, but I'm just gonna try to get rid of it entirely. It's not even true.
Alright. Wait, you know about it?
I know who it's about.
Oh,
I was there during the fight
the fight.
that the song's about.
Aye.
And
Well,
it's, he didn't eat his fucking heart.
well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
So, the song, if you hear it, you're not around here, so you haven't probably heard it a lot. It's not true.
Alright.
It's just like a scare people thing.
Has she worked at other bars?
Not in Alochrin.
Oh, okay, no, she wouldn't have heard it in.
So, if you hear it, send the bards out with Big Red trailing them, or just send them out. I did promise that I would break their fingers.
Right. I don't know if I'm gonna help with that.
Just send them out then.
Right.
I'll ask the mercenaries.
That's maybe a step too far, don't you
I-
think?
Okay,
You
as
can't
long
be
as
known
you,
as the bartender breaking fingers for
As
somebody
long-
singing a song she doesn't know.
as long as you like, give them a stern talking to, so they don't come back.
Sure.
Okay.
Can do.
As long as they never come back.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go to bed.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, she's gonna storm up the stairs. She's pissed.
Okay, you storm up the stairs. As you're stomping, you hear like a scrambling inside of the room that you're going up to, and then you open it to Big Red like leaning against the bed.
Hello. What was? It sounded like there was a mouse in here.
No, maybe.
You okay?
Not scared of mice.
I mean, yeah, but like, okay. I am going out alone. She looks like went on an adventuring thing tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, so maybe we go sleep now.
yeah, that's a good idea. Sleep now.
Insight check. I could roll my new dice.
New dice?
Fuck. That's another 11.
You don't get anything out of him. Not a good liar, but just big dumb face.
Whatever.
He's so cute, he's big dumb cute face.
I hate the Alochrin, Butcher Alochrin song. Someone played it again. We need to hire someone.
It's okay, it's dying out.
It's not dying out.
Yeah, nobody's funding it anymore.
I'm still funding it in the other bars.
You haven't gone around funding it. Since
I
Drae started looking
just
for it.
assumed that I'm putting money out there.
Oh,
for it,
okay. No, that's important because Drae's people are trying to find the person funding it.
Sure. I'm still
Then I take back that it's dying out, and we'll deal
Okay.
with that some other.
because that is something that I'm active. That is something that I
Sure,
am pursuing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So if it's something that you don't want in the game, then
No,
we'll
I'm
just
not
take
trying to
it
get
out.
rid of it.
Okay.
I was just assuming because you heard Drae was like sending people after it, and then you never mentioned like tipping people, and before you were, so I just assumed you were leaving it for a while. So no, if you're still doing that,
No, like, if Drae wants to send people out and bust fingers and break it and deepen the threat of the song and the butcher's around, he knows the song is out.
Hush, everyone.
so
Let me tell you the tale.
you head to bed. Big Red comes and joins you and lays down beside you.
You need to fight people that play that song.
I have been.
You have been?
Yeah, you hate it.
Aww. Thanks. So gross. It's not even true. I hate.
I like it.
Why?
It makes Drae look bad.
Makes him look bad?
Yeah, like monster.
No. I guess it does, yeah. But like, I don't like. It's not even true.
I don't like it enough to encourage it.
Okay. You just like it because it bashes you. No.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Drae deserves better rep than that.
You're very talkative.
I'm pissed!
Yeah.
She'll just start mumbling and turn over.
You're just grumbling. He will like nestle you in the crook of his arm. Sure.
Squeak. She'll mumble until she falls asleep about it. Like,
Okay, you guys gather the next morning.
As Drae heads to Wednesday's room, the butcher of Alochrin.
Drae's singing it.
Fuck! No! Gosh!
Alright. We come to the next morning with you guys gathering together, probably either at the tower or near the city gate.
I
getting ready to
would
head
have
out.
said the tower.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys all gather at the tower in the morning. Wednesday's got a nice hearty breakfast for you guys, as well as like lunches that you can take with you. That'll be a little better than rations that you might be on after
Drae
that.
is strapping on the yellow armor.
Hey.
All right. How many? We have 5 coming. Good.
Gut.
Guten.
Guten.
Guten Frog. Guten Frog.
Are we gonna do
You
the
have to
teleport
take a
stuff
towel?
that you can do now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So, where are we going?
We are going to, and he pulls. There's like a. Oh, what's that?
Paper towel.
Oh, I just. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, it's alright.
I hate that
Wednesday's
Google
breakfast is a
autocorrects to
little
teleportation
messy.
circle.
It's fine.
Huh?
Wednesday's breakfast is a little messy.
it's very good,
Thank you.
Wednesday.
And he turns this like
Just all the meat.
easel with a picture of one of the towns.
Okay.
I had to look it up in the library. I found the closest one I could.
Very specific.
Yes.
Looks like barley.
Where's where we're going?
It's one of the towns by the close to the tower, Isaac. I would know which
Yeah.
one.
Um.
You pick one,
The
or you could
one
design
that's-
all 5 towns, backstories, people.
There's only 3 towns,
Okay.
and they're very small. They're not even towns. Like they're
Yeah.
little.
This would be like a picture of like the
Do you want the one
church.
that's higher in the mountains, or one of the ones that's lower down? It's going to involve more scaling.
I want the one that's closest to the tower.
They're pretty equidistant. It's just how much climbing you want to do.
I'm not worried about the climbing. I'll just take the lower one then.
Okay. Yeah, that's the easiest one to get a picture one.
So it'd just be like a picture of like the town
Yeah.
square and the church kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean there's nothing that. It's a collection of buildings in a small logging town that is just
Yeah.
on the edge of the forest. There.
And so like I've looked at the map, I've looked at the drawing. I'm like, okay, all right.
I
What?
do have a question.
Yes.
Aren't the people that you work for like stronger than you? Why can't they deal with it? Are they lazy?
Let me explain. The king has a vast amount of resources. But
Yeah.
is the king gonna go out and personally send out to kill every petty criminal, thug, and thief in the city?
So he's not a very important guy that we're going after.
He is more important than a lot of lower wizards, but I would say that he's not a grand magus or
He's like medium important.
there's, for
So,
example,
your
let's
bosses
say
are
for
lazy.
example, Braxton left his wizard's tower and didn't come back to his wizard's tower. Something might have happened to him. I don't know.
And they didn't investigate?
And then they're like, okay, we need someone to go take a look. We're not going to send Barrick to go take a look. He's too busy. Or Clement. They're going to send me and Drae. That's kind of where I'm at in the Arcanum.
So your bosses are lazy. If it's that important to them. They just didn't...
I-
How long has this been going? Like, how long have they left it?
Maybe a couple weeks? A couple days?
You got this like a month and a half ago.
A month and a half?
And it was an important guy that went missing and they haven't done anything?
So the way you would understand the way the Arcanum works is it's a collection of wizards. So there's no there's very few Arcanum staff, and they're almost always administrative in certain locations. The way the Arcanum works, moving up in the Arcanum, you need to contribute to the Arcanum's working, either serving on councils or tracking down people who are supposed to serve on councils. So it's kind of self-policing. And this is how they're looking into it, is sending somebody they think is capable enough to deal with to bring this person in. The reason this one has been left as long is because Mira is trying to give you a chance to prove yourself, and isn't letting anybody steal this.
Mm-hmm. Mira's sticking out for me, you know?
Or wait, is it Mira or is it Lyra?
Mira.
I thought it was.
I
That's
thought
a
it was
cool name.
Laura.
Yeah,
Baker.
Laura
yes,
Baker.
Sorry, Laura is
Pretty.
making sure nobody takes
Never
this.
mind. That's not a
Laura
cool
Baker.
She sounds boring. Why do you work for her?
Laura Baker?
You
He does not
hired
work for
Timothy Smith.
Yeah. It clearly didn't work out. So
But he does not work for her. He is part of the same organization
Yeah.
and attempting to prove he's worth moving up in its ranks.
And Barry's like, you'll understand more as we go. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
prepare. He's like, all right, everyone, I need you to stand here. Okay. And then he's gonna say an arcane word, and you're gonna see like 4 symbols of whoom, and the fly spell is gonna be cast on 3 of you, with 1 of them, and then the other one's gonna be cast on 2 of you. And then another one's going to light up, and it's going to cast a detect magic on me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to activate my teleport spell. Look at it, and you guys are like, the last thing you guys hear before it goes off is like, well, this should work.
Wait, what do you?
All right. Roll me a D100, please.
You have a D100? I don't.
I do. 27.
27.
Okay.
Dead.
27.
It's been a pleasure.
yeah. Sorry for your loss and my loss.
Yeah. Well, I lost more characters. Just not to,
It doesn't mean they're less important.
just, you know.
You guys have no idea how this spell works.
Okay.
What if you taught me anything? I didn't know how multi-classing into wizard.
terrifying. Divination wizard. So when she rolls that nat 1, she uses a portent for the 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, on what table are you rolling on, just so I know?
The same one you just rolled on.
Okay. No, like which table? Which one? The
It is on description.
description, okay. Can I use an influence dice on it? My inspiration dice.
No.
You won't let me roll inspiration on it?
No.
Alright, tune in, chat. This is when the DM gets to do damage.
Indeed. As you guys get pulled through this spell, and you can feel as it's like pulling you through space, and your vision goes dark as you're moving through some other realm of sorts. It starts to pull on you guys with this sort of like twisting force that starts to pull apart and then come together. It's really hard to describe things with you making that noise in the middle.
I'm enhancing.
As 3, 6, 12. That is 4 mishaps before you guys finally get pulled through to somewhere.
Yaikzal.
That is 56 force damage to each of you.
50? How did you get 4 mishaps?
Because I kept rolling mishaps. When you roll a mishap, you roll on the table to see where it takes you, and you
Okay.
can roll multiple mishaps.
Yaikzal is throwing up the minute she's like.
You are all throwing up the
Yeah.
moment you appear.
Yeah.
That is. I need my map. Where am I? Here we are.
Man, I thought we were using a different table.
I don't even know what table he's using, so
I'm using the teleport spell table.
I don't know that mishap table.
That's one of the results on the teleport. Is there's mishap. I just had it open. I still have it open. So you've got mishap, similar area, off target or on target.
Mm. And I couldn't use an inspiration because that would have took me out of mishap, because I think it's what I roll 25?
27.
27? 0 to 30?
No, it is 1 to 43.
So it wouldn't have helped.
No. Okay. So you guys appear in a familiar town. As you guys look around you, you can see mountains with homes kind of built up on lips of them. Off in the distance, through many of the trees, you can see a keep. The place looks familiar. You guys have been to Hawksridge before?
What's that?
You haven't been to Hawksridge, as it is a mountain town to the north of Alochrin.
Okay, so it's nowhere near where we have to go.
You guys are on the same mountain range, but wrong forest.
How far would we say? I have the map.
You're
of the other
further
place.
than when you started.
Okay.
Never again.
As you guys are all just hurling
We're walking.
into the road there.
Okay, well, we're further than when we started.
Thanks.
We can go back to the to my teleportation circle.
We're walking.
I'm not walking 100 miles or more. I have the teleportation circle spell that has no chance of failing to go back to the tower.
Everyone gets healed for 21 points.
Okay. As you guys take some healing from the warping of space that you
Okay, are
guys
we
got
walking
thrown through.
from Alochrin to there then?
How long of a walk are we talking?
Let me open my good map. I love Asgars. This thing is so cool. I don't know why every time I open it, it figures I'm trying to measure something, though. I mean, I'm about to be. Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Something didn't work out.
450 miles.
So how from where to where?
From Alochrin to this town.
Okay, so how,
If you travel by road. If you want to go through the forest, that's a different story.
no. So, how long?
So you guys can do 3 miles per hour, 8 miles per day. So you guys are looking at 19 days by foot. If you were to take horses, you could cut that in half to about 10 days.
We're looking at 19 days on foot or 10 days by horse.
We're getting horses. That hurt. I'm not.
Hazel,
Oh, that was gross.
I don't really want to be away from home that long.
What do you have going on?
People I care about?
I'll walk. You guys teleport. That is. Ugh. What was that? Why didn't it? Aren't you good at magic?
You have an intelligence of 19, you understand what happened.
I know nothing about magic though.
If he's willing to take some time to explain that the spell is not certain.
Sometimes when you
you'd be able to
cast magic, there's things that can happen, variances.
Then why do we cast magic?
Because it does amazing, powerful things like allow you to travel 10 days by horse
Okay.
or 20 days on
But
foot in the
Has
blink
that,
of an eye.
Has that spell ever worked for you?
Constantly.
Yeah.
All the time.
And if he has an object for the place he's going, it makes it easier?
Yes, that's true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We get an object.
You have a piece of your tower, right?
He has a circle in
Oh,
his tower.
there's no chance I fail going
Yeah.
back to my tower.
You can go home, no problem.
Fine.
Alright. Teleportation circle. Oh,
Okay.
my sword.
As you
Gone.
You put that down on the ground, and you guys appear in Berrian's tower inside his portal room.
Alright, we'll head out tomorrow morning.
How?
How far is the rogue wizard?
450 miles from here.
I thought that was
19
Get
no,
back.
from here to the rogue
From
wizard
Alochrin to the wizard
is
was
450 miles. 19 days on foot, 10
I
days
s-
by
I
horse.
see why your bosses didn't do this.
I mean,
Which
it's not-
bosses?
The people above you?
Normally,
It's better than when we went to
Berrian
Feywild.
has now gone into where he's just ignoring us. Like,
Fine, she'll walk out.
no, he.
Yeah, you're gonna ignore her.
He. Okay, sure.
She's being a little
Yeah.
difficult.
I don't like that spell. That smells so gross. If it doesn't
It's a
work,
very useful spell.
it kills us next time we do it if it fails.
No, I think we got pretty unlucky.
Very unlucky. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we got one mishap, and he rolled
No,
again and
we
got
got
a mishap,
4
and rolled again
mishaps.
and got a mishap, and rolled again and
He
got a
rolled
mishap, and
4
rolled
mishaps.
again.
Easy to get mishaps if we got 4 of them?
What do
Not
you have
that
to roll to
easy.
get a mishap?
You needed a 43 or below on
And
a percentile, which
I
is
got
less.
that. And then how many times did you roll a
So he
mishap?
flipped
3
the
more
coin
times.
And how many times
and
do you have
got
to
tails
do
5 times in a row.
4 times in a row.
that? Yeah, below 43. Like,
And one of my
Here,
rolls
watch,
was
Alex.
4.
what's that?
17.
Okay.
50
Okay, there, boom, we
Work.
make it.
or 60 technically.
Or close to.
Yeah.
Get one more try.
You're just
Okay.
letting the dice.
I'm gonna send a message to
Is there any way we
Bygone
can help
Magus.
them?
Okay, Laura.
You have like a
I'm trying to
guidance
head
thing?
over to
No,
the so and so's tower. Do you have anything
The-
like a memento,
yeah,
or
the
do you know
word.
anything about him that would help
I don't really know
teleportation
how it
easier?
works.
I'm afraid I've never dealt with him. I don't have anything of his or of that town's.
All right. Do we get any lumber or anything from that? Maybe someone will
No.
have an invoice from there?
Alochrin is right by the same forest. They don't import lumber. The only
Okay.
things they import would be rare woods.
All right, well, we can try it again. Can we just go till tomorrow and then
If you guys want to wait till tomorrow, yeah.
I can't really show back home after I said I'd be gone for weeks. I'll go to a hotel.
You stay at the tower if you want.
Wednesday, we're home.
It's loud.
You look like shit. That was sooner than expected.
Yeah, Berrian messed up big time.
Aye.
Yeah, wizards.
You alright, Berrian?
I'm fine.
Alright.
I'm gonna go prepare.
You want to give me your tunics? You look like you got puke on them.
Sure. And then
Yeah.
I'll go prepare my same stuff for tomorrow.
Guess I'll just.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to fix my odds?
Well,
like bless,
Guess I'll just
guidance.
Take it off.
Like scry would be your best bet. I don't know if you can scry.
You can scry on
it.
a, like a location name,
Sure.
I think.
And I have his. I know what his circle looks like,
You also know his name,
and I know his name.
or at the very least, the Grand Magist's name.
I also know one of the town's names. I could scry the town. And I have a description.
No, you have to have seen the location before. You can try to scry on the Magus, though.
It doesn't show anything around him. It'd be useless.
No, you'd see enough to be able to try to teleport to it.
Okay. So what? How does scry read?
On a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet for the duration.
Okay.
Creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of your fist.
Mm-hmm. And what does it say though about anything else? You can scry a person, or
Scrying on a location, you can scry on a location you've seen before.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll try to scry on the person.
Okay.
You'll have to roll a save against me. I believe
Yeah.
it's wisdom.
Okay, so scrying. He does have a bonus because you're doing this off of secondhand knowledge.
What's the bonus?
He gets a +5 to his saving throw.
Okay, and do I get anything? I think there's things that give me bonuses too.
Yeah, but you don't have any of the things that would lower his saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
It's wisdom, right?
The creature must make a wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that is 12.
Okay, he fails.
Wow.
As you find your vision suddenly looking down at a man who is currently trudging his way down some steps, and then you watch a door open and head out. As you can see, you are outside of a tower built on a jutting cliff. There's like grass along the top of it. You can see a couple of goats are like grazing along it, and he seems to be fairly high up. It doesn't look accessible, like there's no road or anything you see there, and you can see him glance over. He seems to be looking at something off in the distance, but you've seen the location of his tower.
But he can't see my. He doesn't know that's.
He has not turned towards your scrying sensor. No.
Okay. But he doesn't he would have to have seen visibility or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You would have to have some ability to sense it.
Okay. I would do this tonight before we go, and
Okay.
then the next day I'm like, all right, ready. The next day comes along.
Okay. As you guys gather together the next day, Yaikzal like just waiting. Lots of people hate teleport. Even when it works, it doesn't feel great. As you guys are gathered there,
Yeah, it sucks that your first experience with it was a mishap. It's a glorious spell.
it's a really good spell.
Like,
I don't believe any of you.
I looked.
was really good.
Was she there when I made my simulacrum?
No.
Uh-huh.
I was in a town, looked up at a mountain, went and appeared up there.
Yeah. It's a very good spell. Okay, so we're on scene casually now.
I can make you feel
Okay.
a little bit like
Oh wait, or would it be
nervous.
viewed once?
Isn't there different
You trust me?
things?
What?
Magic.
Okay, if you see it more than once, you can get seen casually.
motion.
Otherwise, you're on viewed once, which is just as
Okay,
good
I
as description.
scry it again.
All right,
Lorelei is gonna cast calm
worse
emotions.
than his last one.
Okay, so I get it again.
Lorelei's casting calm emotions on, I mean, it's an area in theory, but...
Yeah. Are you resisting, Yaikzal?
Yaikzal.
Okay, as all of this, like, nervousness and, like, waiting for the pain just suddenly calms down, and you couldn't care less. You're like, whatever, take me, I guess.
Take me
Or
to
don't.
church.
Who cares?
I should go drink.
You can't even bring yourself to care to drink. You're like, that sounds like effort.
She sits down. She's like, oh.
Sit, sort of relax. Okay, go ahead and roll me a D100 as you once again. I hope you spent the money for your circles because you've done them for 2 days now, right?
What, sorry?
Your glyphs?
Yes, I have spent that.
Yeah, okay. As you begin the teleport spell once again.
Okay, let's hope for not shit. What's the variances on this one?
You need a 34 to get similar area, you
Are
need
we
a
long
44 to get off target,
Yes, we're
and you need a
healed.
54 to get on target.
Okay, here we go.
89.
Where are you targeting exactly?
I'm going to show up off to the side of where his tower was, but close to the steps.
As you guys suddenly feel space twisting once again, you don't have the, like, tearing apart this time, or the feeling of, like, being pushed through yourself, as you suddenly appear stumbling on a, like, grassy hillock shooting out of a cliff. You guys will probably start throwing up. It's really easy to throw up after teleporting. It's not a very, it's like a stomach roiling thing. For some people, it's just worse than others.
I've been doing it a long time, so... okay, so you all have the fly spell?
Okay, lesser restoration.
As you feel better instantly,
You
things
all
calm
have the
down.
fly spell?
Sorry.
Yeah, as you guys are under the effects of the fly spell.
And I have detect magic on me.
Take
Okay.
my spell slot.
With detect magic, you're looking over.
Are people shit taking my spell slots away?
You guys see a tower, you can see a couple windows going up in different spots, and it seems to just kind of hang on the edge of this hillock, looking over quite a bit of forest and mountain down below. You can see quite a ways down, maybe a few miles down, a small clearing where a couple of houses have kind of been scattered, this town you've heard of. And then, other than that, there's just a mountain range going up behind you and on either way into the horizon. The goats are still there grazing and licking salt off of the cliffs.
I'm gonna be like...
You can also see some stone steps cut down into this hill, seeming to go down, but not seeming to go towards the town or any like path very far down.
Okay. Go from the top or the bottom?
I prefer being top.
Alright, top it is. I'm gonna start, like, motion them and start up to the top of the tower.
Okay,
Dodging the windows, like, making it so that we don't seem noticed from the windows.
everybody roll me a stealth check.
I'm gonna use my 2
Hold
hit
on,
dice to
there's
give everyone plus
something
5.
that Yaikzal can
Okay.
do that no one else can do if she wants to do it.
If you want, we can get a plus
Pass
15.
without a trace.
You guys are already in the stealth check the moment you appear, so I'm not going to allow a pass with a trace.
I would have done this before.
Did not. You guys appeared here and then started talking about being sneaky.
Okay. I'm giving her something cool that her character could do that she normally never does.
Not right here.
Sure.
Probably never, because I'll notice us immediately.
Okay. Does my plus 5 go through on
Yes.
other people?
You can do that instantaneously,
Why do I
right?
get
Yeah.
advantage on stealth?
It's a 10 and a 14. Oh, you have
No,
a
I
cloak.
don't. I have a 10.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I gave it to Red.
Oh, okay. Then you don't.
So that's
Because I can't do it anymore.
33.
28!
Okay, 28.
30.
30. Okay.
Lorelei. Oh my, 28.
Okay. Kena, by far the least quiet out of you this time. Even though she's a fair-handed sneaking, you guys start flying up.
What did you
evading-
want to know what... Like, I got 33.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, did you not tell me?
No.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
What did Kena get?
Kena got 17.
Alright, so decent rolls.
As you guys start flying your way up, avoiding, like kind of snaking to avoid the windows as you guys go, you eventually get to the top where you guys land. You can
Do
see
we
it
see
is
anything?
a stone tower. There is a hatch. It appears to be made out of metal that goes down to the bottom. The top is not really made as a lookout point because this is a very inaccessible area and just like standing on the edge of the hillock would work for that. The other thing you guys notice is having flown out of one of the crags nearby and now circling above you is a raven. Danny, looking up, you can see it is glowing with magic, as you would recognize Find Familiar.
Okay. firebolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Bastard.
That's a 3.
13.
I
Its
think that
AC
still
is-
hits a raven.
Yeah.
As you shoot that up, and you guys watch the little mote of fire just hit the thing that starts to tumble before turning to smoke before it can get any very far
Okay.
down.
All right. Is the hatch magical?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
Ah.
with magic.
Loud or quiet?
Are we made?
What?
Are we made?
Are we? I don't know. I killed his familiar. I don't think his familiar had time to tell him.
Alright then, quiet?
All right.
I don't know.
That hatch. What kind of magic?
That's the trace.
Okay, yeah, you can use that.
so sneaky now.
We literally. This is disgusting. What's your plus?
+5.
Okay. No, like the total.
It's
You're
only-
+5, right?
Why would
Yeah.
it be +15? It's only +10.
Because I give a +5.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Okay.
then I
This
can
is
spend 4 hit
abjuration
dice.
magic.
Abjuration.
And then it also has
Just turn invisible.
In darkness, yeah, for free.
Can I find darkness and just?
no, just more abjuration magic.
Okay.
Is there like shadows
Lorelei.
that I could just turn invisible in?
I'm
No,
gonna tell
you're
him
on the
like,
roof.
can you dispel on the door?
I can try.
Okay, and I'm gonna simultaneous. I'm waiting to see, like, I'm holding a dispel,
Mm-hmm.
and just see if she hits it, if it takes out both, or if I have to hit it to take out the other one.
Okay, yeah, you watch the magic weaken as you cast the spell towards it, but there's still abjuration magic on it.
And then I hit it.
Okay.
Does that
As
get-
you watch the abjuration magic go away, there is still evocation magic on it.
Still
Is
a
it
good
invisible?
evocation?
Yes.
Okay.
Tim.
I'll blow one more.
Okay.
Bonus action, get a 3rd level spell slot back on Lorelei's spell.
I use another 3rd on it.
Okay, as you watch the evocation magic disappear as well.
Anything else on it?
No magic that you can see.
Drae. It should be good.
Great.
Keep an eye on it, though.
Swoops in.
Keep an eye, though.
His lockpicks float into his hand as he lands.
Okay.
I'm looking like around the tower.
Sure, you're looking around. There's no way up. You can see the steps that go down. Like if this is like the face of the mountain and it like comes out, and the tower is up from here. The steps come down, partway down, and then there seems to be a cave they go into underneath the tower.
Check for
I'm gonna
traps.
keep track, like watch.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me.
You didn't check for traps.
No, I didn't.
I thought you checked for traps. Oh, it's a 43 to open the door.
You didn't check for traps?
No! Trace the
You-
door guy,
you're
not the trap guy.
As it unlocks, go
Uh.
ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. 10.
Okay.
It's dirty 20.
Okay, as you pull back, as from the lock, as you pull your picks out, a little dart shoots up, just like skating past your nose.
Like I'd fall
Okay,
for that.
I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm
Go ahead and make
check
me
it.
one with disadvantage.
Hmm?
Go ahead and make me another one with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
12.
As it falls right on the crown of your head, coming back from the air. Constitution
man.
saving throw, please.
It's a 15.
Okay.
Like, can I reduce the damage of the dart with my reaction?
No.
Okay. So mean.
That's 13 poison damage, and you are poisoned.
That's not good.
And I like the poison condition.
Yes.
That's bad.
And Lorelei will come in lesser
I'm going to
restoration.
investigate the
You
door.
pull this little dart out, and you can feel like just this tingling
14.
running down your head.
29 to investigate the door for traps.
Okay, are you doing a cursory glance, or are you going to take the full like 10 minutes to look it over?
A cursory glance.
Okay, you don't see any other traps on it. You can see the like wide hole in the key where this came out of, but there's nothing else visible.
Okay,
on
it
it.
should be alright. Like, I didn't take the 10 minutes, Drae.
Is Lorelei doing something about the poison?
Yeah, lesser restoration.
Okay, she steps up, puts her hand over it as you feel it get like pushed back
Shaking
out
her
of your
head.
skull.
I'm just gonna tell people, like, step aside, let him open it up with his hand.
could open it.
It's a metal trapdoor. It's far too heavy for your hand.
I could. I'm
Yeah.
immune to point.
Okay,
Okay, sure. You
Go
can
ahead.
be
Disease.
our guinea pig.
sure.
I'll go and try to open it.
As you,
I also check the hinges for creakiness and that too.
they're quite creaky.
Okay, I would oil them if they were
Okay,
creaky.
as you pull this open, like work the oil in, and then pull open this hatch. And you can see there is a ladder leading down that is metal set into the wall of this tower, and it leads to, you could call it a hallway. It's like a 10 by 5 area with doors on either side of the one like 5 by 5 area.
I'm going to snap Roscoe onto the top of the building. Let me know if he comes out. In his head.
Owl like nods to you and goes
Okay.
and sits on the edge of the tower.
Let's go.
Okay, Drae like holds open the trapdoor.
Okay, as you guys all climb down, it's a tight fit. You're all like squished into this little like 10 by 5 hallway here with the 3 doors on the one side.
I look at the two. There's 2 doors. on
3
that
doors.
I look at the 3 doors.
Okay, the one on the right has like thick abjuration as well as evocation. The one straight ahead has just abjuration magic on it, and then the one on the left has nothing that you can see magically.
I'm like, okay, try the one on the left first, and I'm gonna investigate it.
Can I investigate one of those?
Sure, yeah, if you
for
want.
traps?
So 13.
I'm assuming you guys are doing like a cursory glance, not
27,
Like the,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27.
You don't see anything that looks like a trap on it. It's also
I'm checking for magic.
it's like a lower quality door than the other 2 doors as well.
Okay, I'll check the other door that I didn't check.
Okay.
19.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay, the other one, looking at it, there's nothing visibly trapped about it.
Okay.
Runa, the one you're looking at, has a kind of weird lock on it that looks non-standard. You look at it, it doesn't have a dart inside it, but it's definitely weird. You don't know what its intention might be.
This lock's weird. Are we gonna try to like disarm it, or
Yeah,
do
Drae.
you want me to
Okay, fuck you, lock. We'll handle last.
do you want me to test it in case it's?
No, it should be good for now. There's magic. I tell them what the magic on the 2 door. Lorelei, are you able to?
I mean, I can. I'm gonna run out of gas real quick.
Okay, we'll just get hit with spells. That's all right.
Alright.
Open.
Was that passive aggressive?
Huh?
Just
No, I.
Okay,
That's the other option.
sure.
I'm going to.
I can handle one thing probably.
How many how many effects are on these doors?
There's 1 effect on the one door,
Okay.
3 on the other, none on the one.
Okay, so there's 1 on this door and 3 on the other. What are the ones on the other? Like, what are the effects? The schools.
So you got double abjuration
Mhm.
and a
Evocation.
evocation, and then you've got just 1 abjuration.
Okay, I think we get rid of the abjuration.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid
And that's
of.
the one with the weird lock you were looking at.
Which one has the weird locks? The
The
triple.
one Runa was looking at.
The triple one.
No, the single one.
The single one with the weird lock. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I'll
test
Lorelei
the
will do
lock
the single
first.
one
Okay.
because she can't see the different effects.
Before Drae does anything, I'm gonna test
Yeah.
it.
Drae's gonna start with the undone door while she does that.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a Thieves' Tools check.
Guidance. Thanks, Lorelei.
Holy fuck.
39.
Okay, very easy lock, like child's play. Opens into what looks like a storage room.
Leave it. We'll come back.
Drae takes 6 seconds.
You take a glance inside. It looks like mostly cleaning products.
I
from
take
what
a
you
broom.
can tell. You can see a couple other extra pillows, some pillowcases,
take
and
a
some like
needle.
linens and
Any
stuff like
like
that.
anything in here that Wednesday has been asking for.
The pillowcases are nice. They've got like a gold-colored embroidery on them. They look rather fashionable.
In the bag.
Hey, check this trap.
Hang on, I have to write it in my inventory. Otherwise, I will
I
forget
try
about
the
it.
trap.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a lockpick? The door is locked.
I was gonna just try to open it and see what
Oh,
happens.
you jiggle it. It's locked.
If you get poison, good luck.
Let's see. Pillowcases.
Berrian raises an eyebrow at Drae and mentally, really,
Mentally back. They look nice.
sure.
Stealing things I shouldn't my entire life. He's going to try and open Next lock, the fucky lock.
Okay, you reach your picks in. Go ahead and roll me a Thieves' Tools check.
Guidance, thank you, Lorelei.
That's the single one with
Yes.
nothing on it now.
40.
Okay, you dispelled it.
Yeah, Lorelei did on that one.
Okay, as you reach in, work with your picks, you manage to get it unlocked, and then as you turn it, you watch as just part of the lock, like not the actual handle, moves, and comes flush with the kind of weird, like, hourglass shape to it as you feel the pins drop back out on it. It is a staged lock.
I keep picking it.
Go ahead and roll.
Guidance,
Yeah.
thank you, Lorelei.
Why don't we break the door?
We're trying to be sneaky. By the way, if you want us to roll some stealth checks, we can.
Not quite yet.
31.
Okay, as you get it past the last one, and you hear it unlock properly there.
There you go.
I'll stand in front.
Okay.
Well, I can just open it with my...
I know, but like,
Okay.
it's anyone.
As you open, and there is a stairway leading down.
You want to check the other door? Or come back?
Let's check the other door.
Alright.
I'm going to use like where my position is and look out Roscoe. Does it look like that room would have a window?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. If something happens, grab me. I'm gonna flick into Roscoe.
Okay.
And I'm gonna down just over to by the window.
Okay.
And peek.
He flaps down and is looking through. There's not really enough of a sill to land on looking through. There are blinds drawn closed. Make me a perception check.
Perception. He's an owl, so he has advantage. If I could find my other D20. Yeah, I got two.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. 5 and a 9.
I think he has +4, 13 or something.
Okay. Very narrow, like, slit that you can see through his eyes. Looks like a bedroom of some kind. Fairly nice. But you can see very little of it with the curtains drawn.
Okay. Does he hear anything?
Uh,
I could roll again if you want. me
no. No, there's nothing he hears in there.
to. Okay. So fly back up to the top. Try to make sure to watch the door if he comes out from around the tower.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's in this. I think it's a bedroom.
My specialty.
Well, there's a lot of magic on this door. Let's maybe see if he's downstairs first.
Okay. If I were rogue, bedrooms would be my favorite terrain.
What?
Ah.
What did you say?
If I was a rogue, bedrooms would be my favorite
Oh
terrain.
my god.
And by rogue, I mean ranger.
Yaikzal,
Yeah.
want to lead the way down the stairs?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Do we need to roll some stealth checks?
Yes, please.
Oh, great. I'll roll it with my +35. No, actually, it's a +29.
So 33 for King now.
Natural 1 and a 4.
Okay. A 4 for a 33.
Okay.
31
39.
for Lorelei. Now Drae, it's a 36, which is a natural 1.
A natural one is a natural one.
Yep.
39.
But he got a natural one?
Yep.
Okay.
He's chuckling to himself about his bedroom joke.
You laugh a little bit to yourself at that, and as you chuckle rings out, you guys from the open doorway hear the sound of metal creaking as something seems to twist.
Wasn't me.
Let's go.
As you guys start heading down, it's very much it's like going around the bend of the tower, and it's just open beside you, much like Berrian's thing is. So it's your feet are visible first, and eventually your head gets low enough that you guys can look down, and you see a kind of foyer area. There seems to be a door on one side of it. The stairs just continue down after that, and then you can see a table. There's a nice big throw rug around the area. There's a couple of boxes and some shelves around, and two. Displays of armor, one of which its head is turned towards the stairs, and as you guys come down, you watch the body rotate.
So,
Would I know if Dispel Magic would do anything to it?
That really depends on what this is. if this is like animated armor,
Which I'm
no.
assuming is what it is.
So no for dispel magic on animated armor. If this is like animate object, then yes.
Okay, so animated armor can't be affected by dispel magic.
I don't think so unless I'm missing something. It makes a con save if targeted by dispel magic.
Okay. Like, I can roll an Arcana if you want to know if I would know what would happen.
Sure, yeah, make me an Arcana check.
3.
13.
No, you're not that familiar with animated armors, so you would assume it does not work on animated armors.
Okay. Or would I not, like, would I know to hit it, or would I just not? Nope, won't work, kind of thing.
You would assume if it's animated armor that it won't work. If it's animate object, you know that's a spell and it would work.
Okay, high it's animate object, low it's animate armor.
5.
5 it's animated armor. I don't cast it.
Okay.
Ah, fuck. Yaikzal,
Yeah.
take it out.
What?
Let's roll initiative, folks.
Go get him, champ!
Berrian,
You said you're
Drae,
+5 to stuff?
The stealth,
Okay, what's this?
Lorelei.
18.
18?
It actually, you know, I think it does something for initiative.
I think we do. We get advantage or something.
Yeah.
Oh, we have advantage on initiative. What's that?
2.
Wow. I rolled a total of 20 on 2 dice. An 18. on 2.
Berrian, what's your initiative?
22.
22. Yaikzal.
19.
19. Lorelei.
19.
19.
Bless you. Bless you again.
Thank you. Drae.
24.
Okay. Everybody except K-Nas before these things, starting with Drae.
These things.
There's 2 of them, hey?
There are 2 of them.
Okay.
Is there a foundry?
I don't have a map for this one, no.
Do we get to see our initiative on it?
I suppose, yeah. I'm just using torches for placeholders for them. I will pull you guys
Animate object. I knew it.
over to there.
I have no idea what these things would be.
Okay, are they next to each other?
They are not. They are across the room from each other. So one is, neither of them are by the base of the stairs. So if you come down the stairs, you end up at kind of the front of the room, and then they're along the back wall. So Drae.
Alright, go get him. I'm gonna cast Bless.
Okay, bless on.
On himself. Actually, no. On Berrian, Kana, and Yaikzal.
Berrian, K-Na, and Yaikzal as the forest magic flits into each of you. Okay, anything else, Drae?
Yeah, he's gonna use his, he's gonna steady aim and use his reaction to shoot his wrist thingy.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Advantage.
Are these constructs?
Yes.
Can constructs be snook attack?
I believe so.
There was something about that.
5e doesn't have anything about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, okay. It's 21 to hit.
Okay, 21 will hit as you send this bolt shooting towards the one that is turned towards you.
6 of these. 15. 12 is 25 plus 5 is 30 points of damage.
Okay, 30 points of damage.
Dunk!
As you fire into it, you watch it just rip like shreds of armor off of the bottom plate of the helmet and into the shoulder.
Okay, that's his turn. He will also move into the room.
Okay.
I don't know what the room really looks like.
It's like a circular room. It becomes flat on the one side. There's like a doorway in it. You guys, if you're at the bottom of the stairs, would be here. The stairs you came down go up this way. There's a table in the middle. There is a big carpet underneath it and around it, and then they're at like either side on the side of this, and then there's some bookshelves and like stuff between them. Okay, so you're moving into the room.
Yeah, he's gonna move as far as he can towards the door leading out of it.
This is you don't know where the door leads.
Well, the door in the, like, just where someone might come in or out of the room.
So there's stairs coming up that
Yeah.
connects on a landing that goes into this room, and then there's the door on the far side. Which one do you want to be by?
Door on the far side.
Okay.
So this is like the foyer area, like the main floor of the tower?
You're not sure. It looks like sort of like a drawing
How
room, somewhere
tall
you
is
could
the
sit
tower?
and have tea. You're definitely not on the ground floor.
Okay.
Okay. Berrian, you're up as your brother runs over to there.
I'm going to... What's the lighting like in here?
It's well lit.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Shadow Blade. So
Okay.
my one sword's gonna flip over to my left hand, and then a Shadow Blade's gonna fall into my right.
Okay, as you're now dual wielding one shadow, one a rather opulent looking blade. I'm pretty sure is your usual, like the wood
Yeah.
grain pattern that you illusion.
Yeah. And then I'm going to zip over, because I still have fly,
Okay.
and attack the big boy.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
It's 6.
That's a...
You are blessed.
Let me roll up a blessed dice here.
It's a 3.
So that's 19.
19 will hit.
Okay. I don't have enough d8s.
Oh, 3.
Are you rolling at least 3?
I'm rolling 2.
Okay, it has 3 health left, so,
Okay, so it's
you
10.
can rip into this as
Man,
pieces of
I
it
did-
go
And then
flying.
I will fly over to the next one,
Okay,
and I will hit it.
go ahead and roll to hit.
3.
Okay,
You're
so,
still blessed.
So say, I'll have to roll
Did the
again.
other one fall unconscious?
Yeah.
It's scattered, like pieces of
Can
armor.
I use
fell
fallen
over.
puppet?
19
I
again.
think it has to be a living creature for falling puppet to work. 19 will hit.
Okay, and then I'll
That's
roll.
of blood, maybe.
Yeah.
Alex, I need to get another
When a
d8.
creature.
Does it say that?
Yeah.
All right, let me go look.
Creature is everything.
Yeah, I guess you use your blood, not it.
What's the class called?
Blood Hunter.
Thank you.
And creatures are everything
Yeah.
in D&D.
It sounds like you'll be able to use it. I just have to look. What's the ability called? Fallen puppet.
Blood curse of the fallen puppet.
Blood curse of the fallen puppet.
Why can't I find my fucking D8s, bro? Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. 6.
There's a lot of these.
6 total.
So, what
4
did I
and
roll?
2.
I
4
can
and
read
2?
you it.
Oof.
Or,
You could, but it's not within range to attack its companion.
I could amplify and it's half its movement speed.
Yeah, that would be enough for it to move and attack its companion.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
16 on that one.
16 damage.
16 damage.
Okay.
And then I have my... nope, that's it.
Slash into that one. As it moves, it like stands up, steps over towards its companion, and swings just a slamming
it
blow
gets a
with its
bonus
fist.
equal to your intelligence, right? To its attack if you amplify it?
It gets a
Oh.
+4
Yeah.
to attack.
So it gets an extra +4?
Yeah.
Okay, so 16. That +4 will make it hit. Otherwise, it would have missed. As it slams its gauntleted fist into the other one. Does it make one attack or multiple?
Make one weapon attack.
Okay. As it slams its fist into that, Yaikzal, you are up. As you're just there, blood energy like coming off of you as the thing stands up and you watch everything just fall away with that last punch as pieces of armor that are being held together by your power
Okay.
scatter.
I'm
Hard AF.
gonna bonus action blood right my sword.
Okay.
I have to stop.
I've realized that we were talking about it and I should just do it in the morning. I give up on trying to be like equal about it. It's so annoying. I'll move up to the other one.
Okay.
You could step around it with me.
Sure. I'll do that. Everything's falling.
How much damage did you do the first one?
30.
22.
That hits.
Punch, punch.
And as a blood right. That's
Right, slash, slash.
D10, D8 plus 5 or D6?
yeah,
or something?
D10
pink
and a
dice.
D4.
Okay.
That was a 10. That was a 4.
Plus 5?
Plus
So,
7.
7. Wow.
21 damage.
As you just cleave it,
That was max damage.
Holy.
just twisting metal, like being cleaved apart,
I got-
clattering against
I
the
rolled
ground
a
there.
10 on the D10 and a 4 on the D4.
One
That's
in
aggressive.
400.
Another attack, or is it dead?
It's
Dead.
Can I? If it's dead, can I use another bonus action and do my fists?
To do what?
Like if or out of combat, unless there's more things.
There would
You're
be
out of
nothing
combat.
else to fight
Yeah.
for it.
Can I? Can I blood mouth my fists now?
Yeah, if you want.
Um,
As you guys hear footsteps from above,
okay.
and you guys see coming down the stairs is an elven figure dressed in rather nice blue robes. You can see they're not the usual Arcanum robes, but he does have his pins set to him, the two circles. Well, quite the noisy bunch, aren't you?
I suppose.
Actually, really quiet. Right
And I'm
now.
like,
Was
what's
this necessary?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, what's your name?
Detect dots from Lorelei.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm speaking to you.
As you go that, he turns and casts a spell. What level
There's
of
no
spell?
components.
I know.
That's a second level spell.
How does he know?
As he counterspells. None of that now.
I have detect magic up. Does he have anything
He
on him?
does, yeah.
What does he have? It'd be divination for sure. I think is it detect magic divination?
He
Yeah.
does have divination magic around him.
Okay. Makes sense.
It was
I think you have some. Berrian, what are we here for again?
What's your name?
Feanor.
Is that the one that they? Sorry, can you refresh me on the names? I was
You
given?
knew his master's name?
Was Feanor.
No.
They
Fearsome.
gave me both.
Yeah, they did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just made one up. I forgot what the kid's name was.
It
Oh,
started with a D.
okay. So Well,
Oh,
so-
right, yes!
Dana.
No,
No.
no, I
Different
remember
person.
it.
Dyron.
Dyron. Yes, sorry.
So
I
Feanor
remember.
is the master,
Therian is the master.
and
yeah.
he went missing, and Daenor was the apprentice.
Dyron was the apprentice, yeah.
Okay. And your name's Feanor?
Dyron.
Oh, Dyron. Awesome. My name is Berrian.
I wasn't really asking for names. I'm asking why you're in my tower destroying my constructs.
I'm here to bring you for questioning for the Arcanum. I can pay for the constructs.
As he sits down on the steps, that puts me in an awkward position.
Okay.
I should have known it would come to this, I suppose.
Insight check on him. Like, does he
Yeah.
look like he's about to run or?
Sure,
about to
yeah,
fight?
go ahead and roll insight.
No guidance because you can't cast magic around him apparently.
Ooh, actually, Isaac, he could not have counterspelled that.
For why?
She did it with no components, and or verbal or somatic components.
He had detect magic up. Or
No, but
something,
it
like-
doesn't.
No, you can still counterspell.
You can't. No, so I looked up counterspell. You have to be able to see. That's why subtle spell and darkness make it so that you can't counterspell. Subtle spell, you can't counter.
You attempt
Subtle
to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If it's third level or lower, the spell fails as no effect. He saw you, knew you were casting a spell, counterspell.
Yeah, like in your
It's not
case,
that it-
they don't know you're
Yeah.
casting a spell. Like they can't just throw a
they
counter
can't
spell into
see you-
nothing.
So he would not be able to know what spell that she was casting, other than the school. But sure,
You don't have to.
No. Okay.
It's pretty bad. 21.
21. He glances over at you and like arches an eyebrow.
There's no guidance.
I know.
Okay.
He does not look like he's trying to run.
Okay.
So did you?
What would you like to explain? Maybe help me?
Berrian, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Do I see? I still have detect magic.
He does not cast any new magic.
Okay. I notice no effects, no nothing
Nope.
that would prompt this.
Nope.
Do I get a bonus or something for playing by Lorelei?
Are you within 10 feet of Lorelei?
I'm assuming we were all together as a group.
Nope, because you ran over to the things across the room, so he would be outside of 10 feet from Lorelei at the
Okay.
moment.
Then you do not. You are guided though, or blessed.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you're blessed.
4.
Let's do 6. Plus
You are
minus
rolling real well. 1.
7. What do you hit me with?
As you feel something start to probe into your mind.
Do I have an inkling what it is?
You're familiar with detect thoughts? As you feel something start to sift through your mind, your memories,
Does he
and
see
your
anything
thoughts.
with detect magic up? Or he wouldn't because he has shadow blade.
No, I have detect
Oh right, no,
magic.
because it was from a glyph.
So it's not it's not a spell.
He counterspelled.
No. He
Kind of Lorelei's, but
Yeah. But like,
so someone's prying my mind and it's not a spell.
Mm-hmm. As he... How amenable would you all be to a
I'm going to
slightly
put
different arrangement?
my sword on his neck. I'm like, I'll be amenable.
He's up the stairs. You would have to... You have quite a bit of movement between you and him.
How much?
If you're gonna run up the stairs, you got like 40 feet.
I'm easily making. I have 60 feet of flight.
Okay. I mean, if you start moving, he's gonna start reacting.
I'm gonna. You should.
Or
I
so
don't know
you've
what
had
order
somebody
things would be
probing. Are you
happening.
reacting violently? Are we rolling initiative? What are we doing?
Drae would be like this whole time trying to like creep his way closer to him, like
Okay.
out of his vision.
What
I
arrangement?
mean, he's sitting at the top of the room. He's got a clear view at the room you guys are
Okay.
What arrangement? That were you offering?
in. First, Danny, are you?
Okay,
doing
can I
something
respond
violent?
to him digging in my head?
Yeah, if you want.
I suggest you stop.
Okay.
And like,
As you feel the prodding stop.
thank you. You were saying something?
Yeah, he offered if we changed it up. So she
As you
asked
say that, well, if it's come to this, I imagine I have no choice. I'm going to have to go see them eventually. I would like to be in a better bargaining position than I am currently, and, well, given that you're here now, it seems I'm out of time on that one. Perhaps I could hire your services.
What kind of service?
And how much?
Well, I need help tangling with a rather powerful creature in a controlled environment, and I need it not to be killed in the process, but put in a compromising position. I could offer, well, gold, perhaps in exchange of spells, as he looks over at Berrian.
What would Berrian know based on this? From like the Arcanum, or
What do you mean?
about like how the rules of how this engagement type would work? Again,
So-
what the rules are against about going against your featherman or not listening to demands coming from the Arcanum.
So, for the Archon...
And how it could affect my standing if I was to delay and actually help him. And if they were to learn that I helped him get into a bettering bargaining position. Or a position of power.
So the rules of the Arcanum that pertain to this is solve disputes among guild members before council, which is what what you're supposed to bring him to, which is basically jury duty. Like, it's a group of 6 Magus of around equal rank who go over the details of whatever your wrongdoing or something was, or whatever the dispute is between 2 wizards, or get to the bottom of things. But there's nothing requiring you to bring him with any sort of haste. Like, I mean, the sooner the better. They definitely want the guy, but you're not outwardly breaking any rules.
What kind of creature?
That's a demon.
What do you need it for? I mean, like, if you don't want to say, we can just bring you in now. Chains. Beaten.
Tea, anyone? It's a bit of a story.
No.
I would need some information
Never again.
to
Smart.
not just put you in manacles.
Wizards that give you tea drinking.
And I would need some information about
Also,
how this better position and maybe
The rest of the demons will
some
sacrifice.
information about...
I'm not really this elf.
Okay.
I made a series of mistakes that led me here.
Okay.
Insight check.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, for this and maybe just the rest of his story.
We'll go one by one.
Okay. Just, 26.
Get nothing.
I'm so spoiled. I'm like, that's less than 30.
Yeah, no, he just straight face, seems like troubled, is kind of at a loss in the situation. It's a casual sort of thing though, like, you did something awkward, now you got to explain it to your kids. Kind of feel coming from him. But other than that, he doesn't give away anything with his face or his demeanor.
So, your name isn't really Devi or whatever that is.
Dyron. No.
Yeah, he's not like panicking trying to
So who are you?
come up with something.
I didn't really have a name before. My first name was Fearson, but that wasn't my first body.
Fearson.
I found Fearson defenseless. I took his body.
And then what did you do with Fearson?
I went to visit his student to find some of the stuff I found in his memories. I realized they were going to come looking for Fearson, given how important he was, so I took his student. He was easy enough to put into a compromising position. And then I came here. In secret, I had hoped they would keep their search for Fearson's remains elsewhere. It seems that didn't work. I was quite happy to just quietly mind my own business. But I am prepared for the eventuality of going before the convention or the council.
Is he talking? Dre's like restringing his like crisscross.
What
If you could
happened-
stop that, please.
What happens to I can't remember his name. Devine?
Dyron?
Dyron. What happens to Dyron's body when you leave it?
Oh, Dyron's dead. I'm as Dyron as anyone's ever gonna get
So
again.
what are you?
Does that really matter?
It does to me.
Did you kill him?
Oh no, he's already
Yes.
said Fearson's dead.
I know,
And
but I'm asking
Dyron's-
if he killed him.
Yes, technically. I mean, I wasn't so young then.
Message to Drae and Lorelei. Telepathically.
Drae is the only one
so
you can
yeah,
reach.
but Lorelei can
You
hear.
can't respond to Lorelei telepathically. Like,
That's
she
fine.
can talk to you.
But she can hear me, kind of thing.
Not without detect thoughts up.
Yeah, she can.
Lorelei knows thieves can't, right?
She was in.
Is it on her
She has
character sheet?
no reason. I mean, she's the criminal background, I think. I don't know, some offshoot of the criminal background.
Are you a
so,
part of the
yeah,
the thieves organization?
she's not in the Thieves Guild, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Would her time with the Proudfoots and stuff? Would
If
she
it's on
know?
his character sheet, he has it. If it's not, she doesn't.
It is not.
So then, no, she is not familiar with Thieves Camp.
Okay.
I know it exists.
Telepathically to Drae. If things go south, follow my lead. Hit this guy with Bane or a Mind Poke. I don't know if you can Bane. Can you Bane?
I cannot.
Okay, then hit him with a Mind Poke.
Copy.
Try and get the information to Lorelei.
Drae will try to communicate that with a very, directed look that he thinks conveys all it needs to.
He makes a sharp look at Lorelei. How does she take it?
Just gonna... say 33 insight, that's not enough.
No. What is she thinking?
She'll... Drae, you alright? And he
Is
can't...
everything alright?
So you've killed 2 of the wizards. One of
Listen,
them...
it was a mistake of youth. I won't do it again. The first one, I wasn't smart enough to know better. The second one was panic, honestly.
Berrian's just gonna kind of...
Listen, I am willing to go to this council and promise my services to the wizards there. I just need to be in a bargaining position that's possible. I need a little bit of help to do that involves wrestling with a demon.
Why should we help you?
Because I'll come with you willingly, and I know where the Grand Magus's spellbook is.
I'm not interested in that kind of nerd shit.
As he looks over at Berrian, surely you know the value of something like that.
I'm just gonna look at Lorelei. And just like...
I'm pretty sure he can read into our thoughts.
Other way. Back me up. Sorry, we can't do it. And I'm hitting...
Oh, hold up.
What?
As he's said this, Runa, Yaikzal would hear and feel this chuckle and a grin from a watching force, and almost like someone's whispered in your ear, "Help him.
Why?
It amuses me."
I'm casting Mind Spike.
This would be
Sliver.
before you've replied, Matisse.
What about this demon? What are we doing? And how much gold?
Are you casting it despite Yaikzal talking to him?
Does the gold or anything matter, Yaikzal? He's killed 2 people.
Kind of an asshole.
It was an honest mistake. You killed people,
Yeah,
true,
but
we
I
have-
understand the cost of that.
and I do too
No,
now.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
I don't believe you.
My, you're quite the handful.
What about this demon?
I need it suitably held down. I have some things prepared to allow me to summon it, and some things to limit it somewhat, but it's going to require some muscle to get it into the restraints I have prepared.
Why are you summoning a demon?
Yeah.
If I go now before the council, what do you think will happen?
Execution.
I'm guessing the same. Some creature has killed 2 powerful, important wizards, the group, and is of little use, beyond what he has now, which is not inconsiderable, but I think not enough. With this demon in the mix, I think I can prove myself much more valuable to the Arcanum.
And what's saying that you won't just bring us down there to sacrifice us to this demon or kill us yourself?
I mean, I'd be willing to enter a contract on that.
Okay. So we can get that weird book in gold.
Of course.
Alright, but I want all the answers before we do anything.
I'll do my best.
What are you? Where are you from?
I'm from the Underdark.
Fuck. I don't like this.
You're gonna let her cast a spell and you're not gonna block it.
What spell?
Zone of Truth.
Very well.
This is awkward.
It's up to you.
Hey, well, it's so much
Hmm?
less like convenient than just reading people's minds. I
Sure,
don't-
let her to cast detect thoughts.
I don't carry it around like.
I
I don't know if I'm comfortable with detect thoughts.
don't know
Are
if
you
I'm
hiding?
comfortable in helping you.
Well, I'm trying to work with you, and I mean, I'm willing to go under Zone of Truth, I'm willing to enter magical contract. A little give and take would be appreciated.
This isn't a give and take. You are at our mercy.
No, I'm at my steps. I'm certainly not in the most enviable of position here, but I am yet to be at your
Two
mercy.
powerful guys by himself.
Oh, that was mostly luck. One completely luck, and the other I was able to lull into a sense of safety. And, like I said, I panicked.
Yeah, no sense of safety here.
I'm well aware.
Yeah.
What's that?
3.
So, Zone of Truth.
So I think we need to have a player conversation.
Okay, sure.
What's our morality, like, as a group? Because just I don't want this to turn into a thing where it's Yaikzal's pact against other people's wanting to be a good person. And that's
You're
why-
not obligated to follow.
I'm
the
interested in it.
reasons.
Okay, but I'm just saying is like Bear. So to Bear, this is my thought right now. Berrian works for the Arcanum. He's trying to make things better. There's someone who just came in and killed 2 Grand Maguses, regardless of his.
One Grand Magus.
Oh, sorry, killed a Grand Magus and another Magus.
Yeah.
For no good reason other than for advantage and to take over their possessions. It like. To me, it's like, do we negotiate with terrorists, or do we go and help the terrorists build a bomb so that they can go and be like, I'm more useful? Like that's what's going in Berrian's head.
Well, it's more complicated than that. Like, I have no, like, player comments on it. Just my characters have a different sense of who's the good guy, like, when it comes to the Arcanum. Despite, like, they don't have any desire to be good, but might not consider the Arcanum the good guys.
Okay. At this point, then Berrian would just keep his mouth shut.
Yaikzal, do you have any player thoughts on the matter?
I'm just interested in this fight.
Okay. Then we'll carry on with him having said so. Zone of Truth.
Like, tomorrow? Like,
We don't have to do it.
I mean, I have beds if you want to rest. Not many, but I'm sure you can manage.
I'd rather not.
I don't know. You people hate comfort. You don't want beds, you don't want tea.
You didn't say what you are.
From the Underdark.
It's not. What?
I, in my natural form, am a brain. My creatures survive by taking over the bodies of other creatures. I've since evolved a little beyond that.
Can I roll Arcana or something?
You can make a history check.
Insight check if you're selling it, please. 19.
Day of Fiend or Undead.
24.
24, not a faith fiend or undead.
21.
21 on
Or-
insight?
yeah.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Would I have heard of this in my reading?
Yes, this is a creature called an intellect devourer. And it works just about as he's outlined it.
Do I know anything about them?
You know that they are creatures of the Underdark. Basically what he said would be like what you would know about intellect devourers. They can take over the bodies of things. To do it, they kill them. And then puppet the body, basically.
And they're not. And do they gain the powers of the body?
Yes.
Okay, so like they become a spellcaster.
Yeah. They gain all of the memories and knowledge of the person whom they consumed.
Are they known to be like evil or?
I mean, the Underdark is not well looked at for the most part, so most people consider most of the things in it with distaste. Despite what they do, they usually just end up feeding off of animals and like beasts in the Underdark. So they're not incredibly well known in any particular sense, besides being one of the one more of those fucking terrifying monsters in the the Underdark, the place with all of the scary shit, eating each other all the time.
So the spell book.
Spellbook, gold.
I don't want any of that.
Why are
You don't want gold.
Eh.
I mean, I can cast some spells for you.
Why are you interested in this demon?
Well, mostly to survive the council, really. I mean, if I can prove myself useful to them, maybe they'll accept my service as opposed to my execution.
There's no other way you can think of than summoning a demon?
I was to escape. But that didn't work, because you're here.
It's a very extreme thought to immediately go to, let's summon a demon.
Oh, well, I mean, I went through a few others, but it seems my best bet.
What were the others?
Well, I mean, this wizard, for instance, had a couple of, Fearson had a couple of experiments. Using one of them would have been fine, but they really don't suit my tastes.
We should go with what would just be fine, not a
I don't think it would be
demon.
enough. I think
Oh.
a demon is really my best bet.
Oh.
Look, Berrian might be won over by, a cool book and making the wizard people happy. What can you do for me?
Well, I have a vast array of knowledge, spells, and wealth at my disposal.
So, you know me.
Sure!
Yeah. And I mean, like, saving you from permanent oblivion seems like a pretty, kind favor.
Well, not guaranteed oblivion, but I would say, if you convince your companions, I would owe your group a fairly hefty favor, lightened by the remuneration I'll be giving to some of them.
How controlled is this fight going to be? Because we don't want to unleash a demon into the world that we can't do anything about.
Well, I've taken precautions against that. He should not be able to leave the area in which we're doing it. If we can get him into the restraints I've prepared, it'll be a simple matter, your job is done. It's just the wrestling him down to that point that'll be tricky.
What's your plan with them? Is it to kill him, or...?
In a sense. I want to be as useful as possible, as I said, and the best way I can think to do that is to offer the council a tool the likes of which they've not had before.
A demon.
Yes.
Are you... Would I know?
Why are you
whenever
trying to
they-
convince us and not the council? If they're all
Well,
smart,
because
wouldn't
I
you think
was
they'd...
hoping not to be found in the first place, and you're here.
Yeah, so...
Plan B has initiated.
Well, it feels shifty that you don't think the council would go for this if it's so useful.
I don't know if they would go for this or not. I think my chances are much better already having this than having to beg their mercy for it. You're off to the gallows. Do you want to put your best foot forward or hope they'll let you go home and change your shoes?
Whatever. I don't know. Berrian...
In Drae's head, he would get, "We're helping a criminal summon a demon." And that's all that he's going to say to Drae, and Berrian's just staying silent out of it. Sorry, murderer criminal, summon a demon.
Yeah, I don't really like your outlook.
Yeah.
Any way I can convince you.
Why do you live? What brings you joy?
I haven't really worried about that until recently. I mean, at first, survival was the order of the day. Just hoping to find my next meal, maybe something powerful enough to make the one after that a little easier to catch as well. And then I found myself with a brand new horizon, knowledge, memories, untold intellect that I could not have imagined beforehand. And yet still it had to be focused on survival, as I realized quickly that perhaps I had erred in this meal. So I did what I could to get away from that, and I've since been preparing for the eventuality of this one. I haven't had much time to stop and think about it, if I'm honest.
You feel remorse for the lives you've taken? These two men?
I'm sad that it's put me in the position I'm in. If I were able to go back, I would not make the same choice as I have here.
Why haven't you just moved bodies if you're willing to, if you know you have to run?
Because if he moves bodies, he loses his sentience.
My next best option is some peasant, somewhere at one of those little towns down there. This one has much better accesses to the resources I need for a good outcome, as opposed to a miserable one back as a cretin in a cave.
Was your plan for the demon to take it over?
Yes.
So it would just be unleashing a demon.
No.
There would be no anything
I
else.
should imagine the council will find some use for me. I'm almost certain I'll end up under some sort of contract to their benefit. I will be allowed to exist. They will be given a useful tool.
You're a powerful wizard now.
I am.
Would you be willing to serve time to maintain that?
Yes. That's exactly what I intend to do if I can convince the council of my usefulness.
Pretty powerful now, I'm sure that maybe they might let you.
Perhaps my shoes are fine enough. I would like finer. When one's life is in the balance.
I'm not here to tell you that your life is wrong or incorrect or whatever. What I am here to do is to tell you that murder is not correct, and to take you to trial to be judged. What you do with that trial and what happens is up to you, and I'm not the one to tell you that.
Will we be going to your trial anytime soon?
We should have a lot of trials.
It's been a cursory glance, but you are not the most clean yourself.
In regards?
Have you not killed?
Not without reason.
Neither did I.
Well, and I've served my trials.
Really?
I've done my tribulations. Yes.
What trial did you serve?
We've been to court twice, I think. Actually, we went to court once for killing a guy.
Yeah, you cut off his head, just kind of crazy.
I cut off a man's head and I had to go to court for it.
Very good. And every other time then, you've served your time for each murder that you've done in every dungeon in which you've delved. Every bandit you've come across.
We've made the world better off.
You've survived. I did the same. Spare me your semantics.
I don't know how to proceed.
Look, I know that I'm not going to kill again just because I feel like it. I don't know that you're not gonna, with all this power you have,
I'm willing to enter a
decimate...
contract, magical or otherwise, to that effect. I'm working with you here, people.
Yeah, but I'm not working with demons. I understand demons.
It won't be a
and
demon.
You said demon.
Yes! It won't be a demon after I'm done with it.
What are you going to do with it after? Are you going to inhabit its body?
I'm going to inhabit its body. It won't be a demon.
It's like giving someone an axe and then turning around and
it's like
giving them a god.
Your cherished wizard council an axe. I wish to be the sharpest,
I don't
most
trust the
useful
wizard
axe.
council.
Why don't we go to them and you tell them your plan?
Because they might kill me if I'm not a good enough axe.
Doesn't seem like our problem.
Because what if they just don't
Well,
want
it's
it?
not your problem, it's my offer. Favors, gold, magic. Very valuable things for a bit of extra work. A diversion.
Demon.
For a while.
So Berrian, is some magic or whatever worth
I've given my
Making this-
position. I don't think it is.
If somebody wants, they can make me a perception check.
Lorelei is keeping a careful eye on stuff. Natural 20.
Okay, he's not moving, but you hear the sound of footsteps above him in the hallway.
I think our time's over.
All right. We still all have fly,
Mm-hmm.
so up after him.
Okay.
He isn't left.
He hasn't moved. He's still
Oh.
sitting there.
By the way, Roscoe is watching the hatch upstairs.
Okay.
So, just
Yeah, Lorelei's gonna try and touch him.
Okay, you go around, you reach to
Well,
grab
Lorelei
him.
was already on the staircase.
Yeah,
right?
so she runs up the stairs to him, reach out as your hand just passes through him,
Yeah, he's
and
gone.
you hear the sound of a hatch opening
Does Roscoe
above you guys.
hear?
Roscoe would see and hear this, as we're going to end the session there.
Oh, what? Oh.
All right, folks.
Ooh,
Thank you for joining us.
morality.
Ooh, that was quite the deliberation there.
That led to nothing.
Thank you for coming by, folks. As always, you can find us here every Wednesday, 6 to 10 Mountain Standard Time. If you want to come chat with us, Discord's the place to do it at Adventure Corp. We're on TikTok. We just put a cool new TikTok out there that had all of us in it, so if you want to go see that. And then we're also on YouTube if you want to watch the episodes. They come up fairly regularly after this. I can actually say that now because it actually is happening. And we'll play a quick ad and then probably raid somebody.
Yeah.
So that is us. Sign off, so.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.